Hey, it's the Bennington Show. I'm going to guess it's Tuesday.
You're right.
Good. I'm Ron Bennington. There's Gail Bennington.
Yo.
And I'm Ron Bennington. The Trump Cuck got out there today. Vito, was it a lot of fun being in front of the Trump Tower?
Ron, that was me. That was me, Chris. I'm the Trump Cuck. It's not Vito.
I don't know. I was watching you, and most of the people in your room. Is it in a room, or what's that called?
It's the Periscope chat.
Okay, the Periscope chat. We're swearing it was Vito.
Yeah, they were wrong. They were mistaken. I'm Chris. I'm the Trump Cuck.
You guys are so hard to tell apart, though. You're like brothers, and you're getting closer and closer to looking the same.
Kanye West was at Trump Tower today. Did you give him a Trump Cuck T-shirt?
I didn't see him, and they wouldn't let me even close enough to there.
How wacky is our world? I mean, there's movies made about when Elvis met Nixon, and this is even weirder.
This is too weird. Why is this happening?
I'm watching it. And by the way, I was talking to one of our paparazzi out front today who said that they got the call this morning, hey, make sure you're at Trump Tower.
Really?
Something big is going down. So the Trump people, his PR firm, apparently thinks that he needs a little shot in the arm to get his name out there.
Yeah, I'm worried he's not getting enough press.
He doesn't come downstairs for any of the other, political people. He came downstairs with Kanye, who you can see was acting very surly and wasn't answering questions.
So why did he go? What was the point?
I'll have to ask Jen. Jen knows hip hop. She has a hip hop podcast. What benefit is this to Trump?
I think it's trying to give him credit, black credit. That's what I think,
black credit.
He wants credits.
All that would make sense if this was before the election, but he is now president of the United States.
Trump is just trying to get invited to the cookout. That's what's happening.
That actually sounds racist to me.
It's a thing.
But do white people say that or black people? Why would they say cookout?
Yeah.
We say cookout.
But why?
Because it was like a thing. It was like a viral thing, like white people who were invited to the cookout, and then they were debating what white celebrities are down.
I get all that, but using the term cookout seems like they don't cook indoors. You see what I'm saying?
I think it's supposed to mean like barbecue.
I understand what a cookout is. I'm just saying that comes across as a stereotype.
Give him the half hug, too, when he's leaving.
Well, Trump actually walked away from him when he wasn't answering questions. Turn up, and you'll see how weird Kanye was acting with the press. Go back a little bit, back when you see the surly face. And you see, at a second, Trump took off. Go ahead and hit it.
It's buffering.
Great. So he wasn't answering questions when they were asking, what are you doing here? He was just glaring at them. And then he says, I'm just posing for a picture. And you see Trump kind of take off and try to get himself out of here. Turn it up. This is a great computer we have.
Yeah.
Someone write a fucking memo to Don and say it's 2016. If this was fucking 1996, I wouldn't be surprised that something's buffering.
So, but what I'm wondering is, why is Kanye making a face like he's being forced to be there?
No one understands. But I mean, they're bringing up on the news that Kanye said he didn't vote, but if he did, it would have been for Trump. But they forgot that the night that he made that statement, they also locked him in a nut hut for a week. I mean, he's been on a weird, like the Kardashians are just staring at a TV in L.A. and going, I didn't even know he was in New York.
I mean,
he is
not
fucking
good.
up everything.
He also said Jay-Z and Beyonce were out to get him that same rant.
I wish he would have said it to Trump. Maybe he's there for some kind of federal protection.
Maybe that's really what this is about, is he's just trolling Jay-Z and Beyonce because they know that they were Hillary supporters.
If you want to be a Trump cuck, make sure you get your shirt because there will be no reorder.
This is it. This is your last chance.
Oh, whose picture's that?
Some Trump cucks are already tweeting at Trump cuck because they got their shirts. That's at Glenny RD. That's Glenn. And that's his beautiful wife.
Aw, that is so
great
sweet.
picture.
It's gorgeous.
A little Trump baby.
Little Trump cuck.
And it looks like they got half a dog. That's nice. I would only want the back half of a dog if I could choose.
That's the worst half.
Huh?
That's the worst half.
Yeah, but I like to pick up poop.
Okay, then that makes sense.
Especially when it's not my own.
Oh, it's done buffering.
Bad news, they're already sold out of double XL. That's the number one size for Trump cucks.
And you know what? Get a triple XL if you want a little room for yourself.
Well, there's, triple XLs, but there's also XLs. Shoot for that. You know what I mean? Make that a goal for the new year. You'll fit into your
That's
XL.
your resolution, is to fit into your Trump cuck shirt.
That works out nice. Hey, John, what's up, buddy?
Hey, guys, what's happening? Hey, Chris, I got me shirt, and I think I got the last double X.
I love it, dude. Put it on. Tweet at me, at Trump Cuck. I want to see you get it.
Hey, Ron, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
I guess y'all been talking about the Philadelphia game. I know I changed subjects, but now that hit, do you think it was a fair catch or no? I don't know. I don't know if you saw the hit, but did you see it?
Yeah, obviously everybody has seen the thing, and it isn't so much.
He was running.
Yeah, I'm not even sure whether where it goes, but you're just hitting a fucking defenseless guy, and they hate that these days. In the old days, no one cared. And by the old days, 3 years ago.
Yeah,
but if anyone gets hit now, it's a big deal.
This is the Sproles hit, right? Yeah. So I was there. I was at that game.
Jinx.
And they wouldn't replay it there. They replayed it once, and it had such a strong reaction that they just stopped replaying it. And the whole crowd they were out for blood. They were pretty damn upset.
Yeah. Well, everybody loves the little squirrel.
Oh, yeah. He's my favorite.
He's everybody's favorite.
Oh, my God, he's so sweet and so cute.
And they called back his TD. It was just a bad day for him,
It wasn't right.
No.
What they did to my Sprolesy.
I don't know if anyone calls him Sprolesy.
I do.
What are you trying to buffer that one now? We couldn't get to Kanye, and you're still fucking tapping away over there, Tappy Jr.?
I'm just restart the computer, see if that helps.
I don't care.
No video works.
I don't care. I don't know why you don't put in for this thing to be fixed.
I have, and they say it's fixed, and it isn't. So I'm going to talk to Don today and just say, I need a new fucking computer in here.
Why is the only time that you talk to Don is when you see him? You never pick up this little fucking phone that you carry around. I'm not going to get off into a bad mood today. I'm only going to be in a good mood. I'm only going to be in the best possible mood. Christmas is coming.
It's Christmas time. There's no reason. Let's not even look in that direction. It's deadly.
Yeah.
Don't want him to bring you down.
With he just now you don't do your whole shirt. It just says rump. And
that's my favorite.
Well, that's the whole deal. That as weird as it is, it's all about Kanye and Trump today.
Yeah, it's starting to seem like a work of fiction. It's always been weird. It's been weird the last year and a half, but now I think it's starting to set in how this surreal existence we're going to have.
It's just going to be every day. Something weird is going to happen every day.
It's never going to stop.
And everyone would always say, "Oh, I hope Trump gets elected because we'll have plenty of material." But the fact of the matter is, it just happens so fast that you can't do it because the next thing will come along.
Yeah.
Like if you find yourself focusing on Kanye today, you're just going to find out that fucking Circus Soleil showed up and they're going to be something.
Well, any of those shows like the Samantha Bee's show and John Oliver, it seems like with just a weekly political satire show, it's just too much happens in 7 days. So they're like, so we had planned on talking about this thing, but this thing happened this morning, and we're going to have to do this instead.
I was really glad that he abused Mitt Romney, though. I got the biggest fucking kick out of that. I thought that was fun, that Mitt Romney thought he was going to get a gig. And didn't.
He's really the true Trump cuck so far.
Just cucked out.
Who is the bigger Trump cuck? Romney or Christie
Christie.
Now? Christie is the bigger.
Because Christie did all the work that you could ask for. He was the first dude that was loyal.
Yeah. And, weren't people saying that he was getting them, breakfast and
Yeah,
stuff.
he was getting him breakfast. He was doing whatever it took. And then he was like running the transition team, and then they're like, oh, no, you're not anymore. And then he was up for, I don't know, secretary or something. Oh, you're not anymore. Just go back to Jersey. And he's back there, and they're like, well, they couldn't have him because he's, stopped some traffic. I'm like, traffic is stopped here every fucking day. Like, the G-dub having traffic doesn't seem like that big of a deal to me.
It's going to happen no matter what.
Yeah. If he would have just not done anything, he would have stopped just as much traffic. Here's John. John, what's up?
Hey there, Ronnie B. Your number one fan, BL, is posted on Facebook page. She's out looking for a job. I figured maybe you could help her out for the holidays or something.
Yes. I really expect her to be here. She was going to be part of the show, but then she never showed up. So let her know if she would have just gotten in touch with me, it would have all worked out. And she's not the number one fan. She's claims that she was my phone screener.
Yeah, former phone screener and associate producer.
Bob, what's up, buddy?
Trump Cuck cardholder 1228, checking in, buddies.
All right, man, there they come, and it's happening.
Cuck!
These Cuck shirts are going fast. You better jump on it. Go over to the Interrobang to pick up your Trump Cuck for Christmas. It's happening fast. By the way, we got this from Jamie. What gives? The T-shirts cannot be shipped to Puerto Rico. Not cool. Who said that?
I did not say that. I'll get a Puerto Rico shirt out there.
I know we ship to Australia, so why not Puerto Rico?
I'll get to the bottom of this.
Is this some kind of weird Louis J. Gomez racism?
It sounds like racism.
Look, there's cucks down in Puerto Rico. We all know it.
So what can we do for you, Bob?
I just wanted to get your guys' opinion, since Kanye has already talked about the possibility of him running for president in 2020. Is it just him, throwing more stuff against the wall and seeing what'll stick? Or do you think he actually has a chance in this Trump Cuck crazy world?
I think we'll be selling Kanye Cuck T-shirts in 4 years. I really believe that. Now, New Jersey, there is a person talking about being the next governor of New Jersey, and that's Smoking Joe Piscopo.
Oh, great. That'll be perfect.
And I think it would work out because he was on SNL in 1981.
Yeah, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's going with the theme. I'd like to get as many politicians as former SNL hosts or cast members as possible.
Anything that we need. Let's just nothing but celebrity people. Anybody who's been on Celebrity Apprentice should be able to run a state.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
But how much of the Frank Sinatra impression can we
I can't get enough of it, especially when he hires an entire big band and he goes to Atlantic City. It doesn't do like any funny fucking lyrics like Weird Al. He just does a straight Sinatra.
Great.
The summer wind blowing in, and you're like, where's the funny part of this, Joe?
Is this a cover band?
When's the last time that Eddie Murphy had you over at his house? 85? Remember, they were the two big buddies at one point.
They were really tight.
Yeah. 844 Rock God, 844 Rock God. Man, I didn't think so many people would want to jump on the Trump Cuck thing, but they're going fast.
You know what? But maybe, the Trump election was surprising to begin with. So, hey, maybe I'm out of touch. Maybe I don't know what's going on out there with you crazy kids.
It's a cuck movement, guys.
Did you ever have a touch to lose, man?
Come on, man. That's Applejack.
Let's, I know you're the big Kylie Jenner fan. Is that you, Higgs? Are you the Kylie or is that Vito?
It's more Vito.
I can't tell you guys apart.
I know,
it's so
so
crazy.
difficult.
You're like Jen and her look-alike sister.
It's just like one of you has a better beard, that's all.
His beard's terrible.
I didn't
First of all, both of them have a beard, but I know they're in bear love together.
No. I can't be a bear because I'm not hairy. I'm more of like a chubby twink.
No, that's not a thing.
You're not a twink.
You're a Twinkie.
Not hairy.
What do you think like a hairless bear would be? Walrus?
I like the idea of that. Maybe you're a seal. Is there a seal?
I know there's otters, but they have hair.
Yeah.
Manatee.
Good. Oh.
Fuck you, you bear.
All right.
He's
having a
stealing
nice
Watley's
day
bit
today. This is your fucking stand-in. So be good to each other.
Yeah, you
know
guys
it's
are
Christmas.
brothers. Brothers don't shake hands.
Brother's got a shove. Now, here's the Kylie Jenner. That's yours?
Yeah, so there's a few Kylie Jenner things going out there. She did a photo shoot with Terry Richardson, and she dressed up as Christina Aguilera again, and I'm a big fan of both.
All right, let me see you can't show me anything, right? Because we fucking run too slow.
I'll get the pictures up real quick.
Will you?
Yes.
You say yes, but I'm looking at a blank fucking page.
It probably hasn't.
Again, like it's 1996.
It's just an Instagram video.
All right.
What happened to your guarantee? Your personal guarantee? Real quick, you said. All right, you can do it on yours.
All right, so this is her with Terry Richardson.
And what is her? She's not the model, though, right?
No.
She's more of just like the social media star.
Well, she has her own like makeup line now. She just opened a store in California.
Oh, okay. You're into the Kardashians.
I am.
Now, let me see the other picture of her dressed as ex-Tina.
It was at Christina Aguilera's birthday party.
So there she is as the like dirty version of ex-Tina. Back in her dirty days.
Yeah, that was when she peaked. By the way, which one of you goddamn manatees wrote
He's a bear.
Terry Richards shoots Kylie Jenner? I mean, that's really...
I did.
Did you write that?
Yeah.
Did you do it on purpose, or you're fucking dope?
I'm a dope. I'm a silly, silly Trump cuck dope.
You wouldn't think that most people would think that a murder took place? A drive-by?
Dear God.
I knew he was going to shoot somebody. I just didn't think it would be Kylie J.
I'm surprised it took him this long to get to Kylie Jenner.
I know. I've seen Terry Richardson on the street. He sends a chill down everyone's spine. As a lady, you're like,
Kylie's, when she did this thing from Terry Richardson, obviously her parents were upset. She got a call from her mom and her dad, and it was the same person. We are both mad at you. Where are you at? New York? Well, you come back with Kanye. Yeah, he's over at Trump Tower. He'll wait for you. I seriously, I just don't know how nutty this is going to get. Could you imagine? I know the Republicans, they love Trump, and I get it. But could you imagine if this is the way that if Hillary won and she was running Kanye in and out of there, they'd be going ape shit on Fox. Ape shit.
He's fresh out the fucking mental institution.
And I'm not busting his balls about who goes where and what cabinet. That's none of my business. I don't care. But Kanye coming in, and it's the only day that you come down in the lobby so everybody can see you and Kanye for some pics.
There's no difference between him before winning the presidency or after winning the presidency. Trump, he's living his life the same way. He just doesn't give a shit. It's fucking really weird.
It is what it is. This is business now, dude. This is America. I don't know what you mean by that Trump cuck thing, whether you're happy with it, whether you're not happy.
It is. We have to accept life as it is now. We're all Trump cucks.
All right. It still doesn't make sense after all this time.
I think he's okay with it because he's got 2 thumbs up. He looks happy. He's got 2 thumbs up. He's like, I enjoy it.
Hand to God, I thought that was his tits. I thought that he had cut something out.
It's cold.
Why aren't you wearing a Trump cuck shirt in your Trump cuck picture? Wouldn't that have been better?
They didn't exist at the time. That's the problem. That's a dad shirt, I believe. Because I only have dad shirts and this one Trump cuck shirt.
When you wear a dad shirt, it's your own dad shirt. 1970s. Do you feel bad about Jeff Fisher, your hero?
I like Jeff Fisher, but I mean, everyone saw this thing coming. I mean, he was great at beating the Seahawks. Like that, he beat the shit out of Pete Carroll and the Seahawks, no matter how good that team was. But he couldn't beat anyone else. It's really strange.
Well, when they were down 42-0 and the fucking stands were empty, like, what was the whole point of taking a team back to L.A. if they're going to be that shitty? And now the people in L.A. who haven't had football in 20-some years, they're not coming to the fucking games. They don't care. Talk about getting cucked. The fine city of Los Angeles is cucked right now.
Oh, my God.
The Falcons scored more touchdowns in that game than the Rams scored the entire season at home. Like, it was some fucking crazy stat.
Yeah, like the one that you don't have all the fucking figures still?
No, they
because you dropped in a mumbling at home, at least.
Right.
I don't know why are you stat porning me? What is the point of that?
That's like a fun stat.
What? Where? What is this? ESPN 2?
No.
Or we just have like little stat chats?
I just want to show you how bad the Rams are.
Everyone knows. We look at their record. We look at their fucking quarterback. I don't need this fucking weird stat about how many TDs they've scored at home this year.
It was 4.
That's what fucking sports nerds do.
I'm no sports nerd. I heard the stat, Ron. I was like, wow.
I know. You watch ESPN and then you come in here and act like you're giving everybody fresh cake, but it's stale from the night before.
Don't worry about this stale cake. It's still good.
What's the, okay. President Obama is hanging out with Bill Murray. All right. Everybody's fucking nuts. What were they doing? What's a putt and talk?
Oh, my God. It never ends.
In the Oval Office putting.
It's social media. That's what it is. It's like media. Now it's connected everyone. Now the celebrities are friends with the politicians, and the politicians are celebrities.
All right. Brian said that the Sons of Ben documentary is now on Netflix. And there's a lot of the city of Chester in there. And as you know, I'm the miracle baby of Chester, PA.
You truly are.
And the Cowboys, of course, undefeated except for the Giants.
So weird.
It's so fucking nuts.
And then all like analysts and fans are just calling for Romo to be brought back into the... It's like, look, Romo would have won that game. Dak Prescott's a punk. They were 11-1 before that game. The Cowboys fans are just as bad as the Cowboys players and ownership.
He's in a weird place today. He is in a weird fucking joint. Gail, so when do you have to leave for a funeral this week?
That's going to be Thursday.
Thursday.
Yeah.
You're off. All right, you're being docked.
I know, but it seems like, I'm going to a funeral, so I have to be docked?
Yes. New rules, like Bill Maher makes up. New rules. Buried on weekends or docked. Speaking of docked, that's something that Vito and his twin brother, Chrissy, do all the time.
No!
Who docked who, though?
I ain't docking him.
They double dock and it goes back and forth.
About the double dock.
I would never dock with Vito.
Then who would it be? Who would you dock with?
Maybe I'd dock with like Liam if I had to pick someone from here.
Oh my God, it was so specific and weird.
I know.
Why did he pick Liam?
Well, he's always had that as his docking partner. And Liam is uncut, so that's going to be difficult for you.
Right.
I prefer it.
He's from Long Island.
Yeah.
I feel like it gives me more, more freedom to dock in him. Or maybe Kid Kelly.
Oh, so you're just a hat on a hat. That's our Chris. Add 3 more names. Real quick.
Ryan Sanson for the morning mashup, Butcher down the hall, and Adrian.
Who's on it? Who's Butcher down the hall?
I don't know. That sounds
Sean.
made up.
Oh, Sean.
Oh.
Who?
He works on one of the metal channels.
Metal channels. All right. Gotcha. We're hanging around after the show today?
Yes.
For year-end stuff?
Yeah, we are.
I don't know why we just don't do year-end stuff during the show. Easier for everybody.
We'll just tell you now.
That's the way you can hear it now and then hear it on the year-end. I'm going to go get Trump Cuck T-shirts for everybody in my family.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah, I'm furious with them. So I'm going to make them all wear them. You put them on right now under the tree. Go over to the iBank for these Trump Cucks.
I think it would be a great gift for someone who you know personally is a Trump Cuck. And then, convince them that it's not weird to wear Chris's face on them.
Most of them don't know that they are Trump Cucks.
Yeah.
Because we don't really have a definition yet.
But that's a great way to tell someone through a gift, because sometimes it's hard to say that with words.
And guess what? You're a Trump Cuck. Here, wear the shirt. You're welcome.
All right. You're always looking for publicity for your Trump Cuck thing, right?
Always.
Mannequin challenge.
Oh,
shit.
Yeah. A lot of kids are into that.
Yeah, while you're docking.
Yeah.
Docking mannequins.
No, hold still mid-dock.
We're going to mannequin today.
Who's all in?
Myself, Vito.
Butch down the hall.
Possibly Butch down the hall. Nick at Night. He's in.
Nick at Night is going to be wrapping up soon, huh?
Yeah.
When's his last day?
His last day is Thursday.
Wow. We're going to miss the sweet boy.
I know.
But he's off to Seth Meyers.
And that means it's my last day to see him. These folks are so happy.
They are happy.
Thrilled.
Now, if he has a better time with Seth Meyers than he did us, I think we all hang ourselves.
I agree.
Yeah.
Because I heard Seth Meyers just screams at his interns and spits.
Oh, yeah. He's terrible to them.
Very abusive.
One intern didn't do something right, and Seth just peed on his shoes.
Was he wearing them at the time?
Yes. Oddly enough, he was. A lot of times, Seth will take your shoes off and just pee on their bare feet. But in this case, he just didn't want to.
Oh, God.
And he goes, now wear your pissy shoes the rest of the day. That's Seth Meyers.
So that would really hurt me if Nick at Night enjoyed that more than being with us. And I know it would kill Vito. I mean, he loves a sweet boy.
I just wanted you to read that after I sent you the other thing today. This is what they put up.
Why do they keep saying
I don't.
that?
It's your guy Vito that you fucking protect at every fucking move. Just nuts. Are you reading it, Chris?
Yes, I'm reading it. It's.
You see how insane that is, right?
Yeah, that is not correct.
Keith in Baltimore. Keith.
Hey guys, you're talking about docks and docking. Have you seen the viral video that's going out where these two old ladies are looking for a candle supply store and they drive off a dock by accident?
Well, first of all, that can happen, because they always put the candle supply store so far down the dock that you can't get there. Here's Bruce. Bruce, you're on the Bennington show. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, I just want to thank your producer. I don't know who called me back. I called yesterday. Today is, I just want to let you know that you kind of inspired me. I've been drunk for about a year and a half after I got laid off, and today is day one, and I'm going to a meeting at 5.
Well, congratulations to you, buddy. I know that you were in kind of a bad place yesterday.
I was in a real bad place. Today hasn't been great either. So, but I'm gonna cocoon here at home. There's no booze in the house. I got off some other shit too. So, about a month ago. So I'm working on it. But the booze seems to be a little bit harder than the other stuff.
What was the other stuff?
I was doing coke, smoking weed.
Yeah.
Hookers and dope basically is what my life became for about a year and a half, I've listened to you for 30 years since Jacksonville, since I lived in Jacksonville, and I just finally had to do something. And knowing that you encourage people and have done it is helping me. So I just wanted to thank you, and I love the show, and so I'll check in maybe about a week. That's when I'm, when I get rid of the shakes.
Uh-huh.
And I'll let you know how I'm doing. If not,
All right,
Merry
my brother.
Christmas. I just wanted to thank you, man. I appreciate everything. You guys don't know what you do for people out there. So, thank you.
All right. Take care, man. Peace.
All right.
So, yesterday, my crack team, they wrote the guy's full name and said that I grew up with him. And I didn't recognize his name. I tried to get them to figure it out. And here he said he grew up listening to me. Because I didn't want to take a call from a guy who's I grew up with you and I don't know him. And then Vito puts him up now as Ron's friend. You guys are unfucking believably crazy.
Yeah, he told Connor yesterday he grew up down the street.
No, he
grew up listening.
Grew up listening to the show in Jacksonville.
Connor misheard him.
I don't know if he misheard, because even when I got the note last night, when I said, okay, I'll call the guy personally, because I didn't recognize his name, and then Jen gave me the note that said he grew up listening to you, which is a huge difference. I wouldn't be weirded out that I don't recognize someone's name that grew up listening to me.
Right.
Trying to think what the Jacksonville station was still.
Yeah.
It was a real piece of shit. It was a real piece of shit station.
But that was when you were in Tampa or or
Orlando?
Orlando?
Well, we were,
syndicated there.
Syndicated around. But that's why I didn't know everybody's name who listened when we were syndicated.
Yeah.
It's hard to. It's hard to know
it's really hard to get everyone's name down.
Ron's buddy. It says Brenda in Clearwater wants to wish everyone a happy holidays. This is BL, who I did grow up with. Brenda, way to try to get your name through.
Oh, my God, I want to go over and blow that guy if I feel good. He's got me crying. I had to pull over.
And he just got off of coke and hookers and alcohol. Today's day one, and his life is already way better than yours. When he was at his lowest low, he could look down in a fucking hole, and there you'd be waving up from fucking 20 floors below. And waving with fucking 4.5 fingers.
Oh, well, Ronnie B's tea time is 12:36 past hour. Hi, Benny. Hi, Bennington family. Merry Kwanzaa, Christmas.
BL, someone called and said that, and just like fucking Beetlejuice, you say her name enough.
Sure, yeah.
You got the call. But someone said that you're begging for work on Facebook.
Oh, I just said I'm going out job hunting, and I just got 2 jobs answering phones. So, this business is tough. I'm not going to get all serious. Everybo's business is tough.
The reason the reason that you're not in radio has nothing to do with economics. The reason you're not in radio is you're batshit crazy. Everyone can afford
you. Down, Ron. I've changed. 2017 is a new day for Trump cockblock right here.
Cockblock. She's calling it cockblock. That's why you're not in radio.
Come on.
No, I got a new T-shirt.
No, you don't.
Cockblock.
First of all, the only way you've ever blocked a cock is with your tonsils.
Oh, my God.
BL.
Hey, why ain't I in there? It's Christmas week. This is a tradition with the Benningtons.
Yes.
Is this a tradition? I don't remember it.
There's no tradition.
I don't think...
One time she came up here, and we walked past the tree, and now that haunts me every fucking year. Because she claims that if you do something once, it's a tradition. I don't know, maybe when you fell out of the cab, ripped your dirty gloves up, and then me and you had to go on Anthony's podcast, and then you smashed your face into the microphone. All the years I've done radio, she smashes her face into the microphone and then bleeds down her mouth, and we're being, they shoot that on video over a compound media.
God.
You were literally a train wreck.
No, I wasn't, because I ran 2 straight hours without stopping talking. I was entertaining as hell, and I can't help it. I busted my gloves.
First of all, it was 2 hours of you taking shit from me. That was you being entertained. Me just calling you terrible names for 2 straight hours.
It was horrible.
And then we never even got a thank you from Keith, if you remember. In the meantime, Ant's down in Florida floating around in a fucking, rehab pool. He's having the time of his life.
Maybe I should get on that buggy he got on. They kidnapped him on. What do you think they'd put me? Would they put me in there for something? What do I have a problem with?
You're the only person I know that need drugs, honey. You need something for your fucked up brain.
Oh my God! So I take a couple caffeine pills, get me ramped. You got to ramp up, just like the Stones, Keith, Cream.
Just stop it, honey. Please stop it.
Hey, what's happening in 2017 for BL up in New York City? Do we have an agenda?
We're literally building a wall. BL, there was a powwow in Clearwater the other day. Fezzy, Flipper, Fast Eddie, my 3 Fs. They all got together after all these years, and one of them said, we should call BL, and another one said, one that we know very well, I will never see her again.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I could say that public figure person, that it's a bit, but it's not.
Yes. Now, what do I have to do to get on that fucking list of someone that you don't bother anymore? BL used to bone my general manager in Tampa radio.
Nice.
And so I had to throw her on the air every once in a while, stanking of GM cum. And I mean reeking of it.
Disgusting. I showed up to work all the time to answer your phones when we were syndicated.
Now, first of all, you say we like you were part of it. Did you ever get a paycheck?
No.
Thank you.
Agent wouldn't give me $1. I worked 6 years, like fucking pulling people out of bushes and
pulling people out of bushes. That's not a job in radio.
Yeah, the bush puller.
The only thing you ever pulled out of your bush was a homeless guy.
Oh, listen to Trump cock back there.
Yeah, he is.
I love it.
He's laughing at you.
That Trump cock.
You know what? I'm eating a big Grand Mac, and it's melting down my arms like I'm Paris Hilton. And
none of it.
Did you say a big Grand Mac?
You know what? Yeah. Here's what it is.
Got three.
You know what? Here's how. This is the language that she speaks. Refrigerator magnet. Right? There's just little words. You're like, these are all words, but they don't form a sentence.
Okay, here's the problem. Now, I want to leave you with a cliffhanger because there's people probably waiting on your show. Guys like that gentleman that we're trying to save.
Just would you please shut the fuck up? What do you mean a cliffhanger? Please don't hang. Let go of that cliff. Let yourself drop.
Come on, Ron, BL. I've got 3 months prepaid in Astoria, January, February, March. So they're prepaid. Now, what am I going to do in New York City to work?
I would just start saying suck dick, honey, because I
Craigslist.
Yeah. Where's Jen? Jen just fell out of a chair. Jen just fell out of a chair.
Jen is done.
Yeah.
Listen to me. I got a job waiting if I want it because I know I won't get paid, and I know you guys don't need me. You're stacked there at the Sirius.
Honey, I don't care if I was sitting in this fucking room alone. I would seriously. I'd light this place on fire before I open the door for you. I'd Waco myself.
I got a job right away running the concierge department over rhymes with Baldor. Hello, Mr. Bennington. Would you like purple M&Ms and 4 hookers? I'll be right up.
As the concierge at the Waldorf.
Yes. How long would that fucking last?
They can't get home. I have to Uber home the hookers from the Astoria Hotel.
First of all, they don't. This isn't fucking 1973. They're not bringing hookers in and out of that place.
God, Ron, you got to get out a little bit. 4 shows on Sirius is not enough for you. You've got to get out. I listened to your Fleetwood Mac interview, by the way. It was awesome. But anyway, back to me. If you guys need a suite at the Waldorf,
You're not working at that. That's how the concierge says it.
Yes, January, February, March, I've got 3 prepaid months because I thought I'd be on something doing running coffee or something. You guys couldn't hire me. I'm on.
No, we could hire you. We won't hire you. You're fucking clinically insane.
Will the interrobang.com or Rotten Tomato hire me?
Yes, Rotten Tomatoes will hire you. We want your fucking movie reviews.
You know what Rotten did, Benny? They suck. I want a job right now. You know what? I'm not ever going to go past your street ever again. Oh, you're
yes. Sure, that'll fucking happen. What about Bob? You know what I mean? Like, I open my door, she'll be sitting there.
Vacation from her problems.
The number of times that this crazy fucking bitch has said to me, you will never hear from me again. I swear to God, it's over 1,000.
I'm sorry. I want to show pictures. I send you a scrapbook. I sent you one of you and your daughter at a wedding one time.
Yes,
remember? Baby Gail?
At the wedding of the guy who wouldn't invite you over to his house.
Oh, who cares? These people are all in our past, Ron. We got to move on.
Why am I still in your present? How do I get in the past? That's where I want to be.
Look,
I want to be a fucking memory.
No, you're not ever a memory. You are mine.
Just get it over. And BL, get it over and stab me in the fucking neck, because it's coming. We know it. We know how this ends.
Okay, I had the bosses over for dinner, Big J, allegedly, last night. We had a little chat, and we voted I should do something for the Benningtons.
What is
That's
he
a lie.
talking about?
What?
What is this crazy fucking lunatic saying?
Okay, you open the phone lines up and just get yes or no's. Should we hire BL?
No, I'm not fucking... No, there's only one yes or no I'm paying attention to, and that's mine.
Yeah.
There's a million radio stations out there, and not one will hire you.
No, I don't like it.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
That sucks. Oh my God. 29 shows, it's serious. 12 periscopes, Comedy 101, Anthony Cumiema, and I can't get a fucking job with Benny.
No, you can't.
Hey, I've worked my ass off.
When?
Doing what?
A psychotic meltdown is not working.
Sucks. I'm really good. If you just give me direction, I'm good. Show me where to be.
Honey, you can't take directions. You're mentally unstable. You have something wrong with your brain chemistry. I will tell you now, if you see a psychiatrist, okay, for 3 months, I will get you a job interview. But you, as somebody who knows you for a year, you're for real crazy.
Okay, well, where's my psychiatrist? Does he live in Astoria?
Jesus.
His name's Chris, and we live together.
You know what? I'm going to tell you, come up here, and me and fucking Hicks are just going to fucking drown you in the East River. He'll have to stay on the bag because he can't swim himself. How do you not be able to swim?
I ran the GW bridge, dude. I ran it with Chris, and I did a damn good job.
And this is how stupid you are. You weren't on the GW bridge.
Wrong bridge, man.
We went in Chinatown. We went everywhere. I know the city.
You know what I did? I gave her a Periscope, and I told her just walk to Brooklyn so I could have a little peace and quiet for a few hours.
She was just tumbling around on that bridge?
Yeah.
Hey, when the walls come tumbling down, there ain't no wall, because BL is coming to New York City in 2017. I will be there. I promise you.
Cutting a promo?
Look for me. Look for me on corners. Look for me everywhere, because I'm coming there.
Believe me, I do. My head's on a swivel every time I fucking leave anywhere. I just petrified you're going to be there.
Look for her on corners.
Yeah. And she's going to be just with 2 knives. We'll live together in heaven, Benny! We're going to live in heaven! She's stabbing me in the chest and neck.
You know what? It would be a good stab, though. Let me just tell you something, Benny. You better be looking for me, because I'm coming to get you, Benny. I'm coming up with the suction cups. I'm coming up to that 89th
suction
floor.
cup.
I'll be there.
She said 89th floor, and she says suction cups. She's fucking... Seriously. I'm giving this tape to the police department. That's what I'm doing. I'm taking this, and I'm just going to say I fear for my life. Ken, I have like fucking 800 miles distance from her at all times. If she's within 800 miles, can she be shot?
Well, I would walk 800 miles. I would not.
Isn't that crazy?
I gotta get a job. Okay, hey, is there time for me to come up for Christmas or not?
No.
Benny, do you have one day open? You have not one day for me.
No, I don't have a single day for you.
JetBlue. It leaves at 5:35. I'm on my way.
Honey, the only job that we have for you is blow. And you literally, you could turn any penis limp.
I beg to differ, but that's fine, Benny. Okay, I'm not begging for no more jobs. There's no work for me. I'll just be sitting in New York City for 90 days because they won't give me my money back. I already paid it. So look for me on any corner. Cliffhanger. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa. Merry New Year. Love you, Benningtons, and love you more, Gail.
Love you, BL.
Holy shit.
Oh, God. Why can't I fucking shake her? I mean, I couldn't be more mean to her.
No.
She likes it.
It is like, what about
But everybody
She's
treats-
not gone.
No,
Like
she's
every
not.
time.
And people go, don't you feel bad for her? I go, yes. For like 25 years, I felt bad for that woman.
Oh, boy.
The fucking 9-fingered bitch.
I don't like that she's staying in Astoria again.
Don't know. I guess you're going to have to look for her on any corner.
Any corner. Let's walk around the neighborhood, see if I see her.
Now I'm starting to think, is she confused about Astoria and the Waldorf Astoria?
She tells me that she gets free rooms at the Waldorf because she brings clothes up and gives them to somebody. What do you call those used clothes, but of rich people's clothes?
Yeah, just like vintage.
Yes,
like
she brings a bunch of vintage clothes up, and she swears that they let her stay in the Waldorf.
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 I feel like fucking ratting out whoever helps her at all.
But she said she got a job as the concierge at the Waldorf
She says all
Astoria.
kinds of crazy shit.
It's like 5 years minimum experience.
She's a maniac. I did a fucking video podcast with her as her fucking teeth bled.
I know.
I mean, it was
really intense in those gloves. Like, I don't even know what happened. They were all chewed up.
She was drugged behind a fucking cab. And she wanted to put the gloves on because she didn't want anybody to see her missing finger. And then she has these old 1930s. She tried to tell me that, I don't know, these are vintage gloves.
But
and
they
they're so
look
great.
like gardening gloves.
Yes, I know. They did. I thought she was there to choke me. And then, but they were all ripped up from her being dragged. So they were just torn to pieces, and they were tan, but they just had cinders in them and fucking oil from being drugged down the street.
It's so ridiculous.
I should just show you the fucking text from her. They go on for years, begging for stuff, and then you'll never hear from me again. Fuck you. And then next day, like, seriously though, can I come up? Then she would just write, Benny, you there? Have a good show. Hugs to the cast members. Do I get to visit for one day? Xmas party, please? You know you miss me. I'll be a good girl, promise.
What was the baby talk?
Then she writes, Happy Thanksgiving, Benny. Watching the parade where I periscoped. Love you, BL.
She never...
Sorry, buddy. I see you. No worries. I won't text again. Be well. All my best. Take good care of yourself. At least I know the truth. Hope you're enjoying the Rockefeller tree. You probably don't stare at it much. Thanks to you and Gurian for taking me one time. I used to dream of it in the trailer park when I was little. Be safe, Benny. Hugs to you on election day. The Latino votes are flying in.
Oh, God.
Love, Melania Trump.
Oh, yeah. Melania, I forgot. That was her character.
That's the picture she was talking about.
Oh, my God.
You were a little girl then.
Oh, my God. That's 1,000,000 years ago.
Yeah.
That's a flip?
Yeah, I think it's flips. As you drive yourself crazy, executive. I'm so happy for your volume gig. You sound great. I worry when you push yourself. Gail can do it. Hugs, BL.
Oh, okay. I'm doing the volume show now.
Dear Jesus, who am I voting for? What the fuck? None of these are any responses from me.
Hold on. Did she? She must have accidentally said the text that she meant to send Jesus to you.
And then I told her she could come up if she got Fez to come with her, since I know it would never happen. I did. I begged him. Voicemail, text, you name it. I'll take a lie detector test, I swear. I'll always be the bad guys. It's a effing Christmas Day party before you guys leave. I tried to tell him I'd take good care of him. I'd take him anywhere. No response. My husband is dying. It would have really cheered me up. First of all, her husband and her haven't been married for fucking years.
Wait, this is a different one?
Yes, there's 3.
I was going to say that. I thought he was dead.
That's the last
okay,
husband.
Gotcha.
Am I visiting for Christmas, Benny? Me and Hard Rock Johnny can stir the sauce.
What's the Christmas sauce?
I want to stay in New York, October, November, December. I want to help you and your staff. I have a nice, safe place to stay. I can platoon behind the scenes, book guests, help grist. Whatever you may need, I am an extra body. I don't have to be on air. I really want to help for free. Thank you, BL.
Chris, could you maybe use the help?
I'm good. What the fuck?
Then she writes, it's a quiet day here. Then a quick dinner with friends and a birthday cake horn.
She said cake horn.
I get the reference.
Start off like a Civil War letter.
This is me supposedly knowing that it's her birthday. Fuck. Hey, Mark, Long Beach. What's up, buddy?
What's up, Ron? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, man.
I'm both really, well, it was hilarious and disturbing at the same time, and I feel like I need to fly to New York and try to save you, because I think you need help. I think you need somebody like a bodyguard to keep you away from that woman.
Well, the thing about her is you'd have to see her because she looks like Rod Stewart's rescue dog.
That makes that way more disturbing.
And there's her crazy gloves on.
Oh, my God. There's the gloves.
I've been listening to you since I was back in Florida, with Ron, and I'm afraid for your life. Can I help?
Well, I'll just send you to Clearwater and put a hit out on her. It's the only thing I can do.
It's a preemptive strike.
Yeah, before she gets on. I have a deal with the Tampa airport that they have to let me know if she gets on a plane. Look at that fucking psycho glove thing.
She's crazy. She's so nuts.
She looked like she combed her hair with a monkey.
How did she smash her mouth?
See, that doesn't have like a little thing here?
Yeah.
And she's like, she's just doing the show. Everything's a shock to her. And then, like, I would be doing the show with her. She's like, Biddy, what are we going to do about Eric Clapton? Out of nowhere. And I go, well, I don't know what you're talking about. He's a guitar player. I know he is, but what do you mean? What are we going to do about him? We can't lose him like we did Bowie.
Oh, yeah,
this is her fucking segues.
I forgot.
That's her fucking segues. And I have to sit on that fucking show with her. And I can't take my eyes off the torn up fucking gloves, the
crazy shirt, too.
I forgot that's what she said was like, what are we going to do about Bowie? And you're just like, what do you want me to do? Like, what do you mean?
She thinks she has show prep. That's her with show prep.
Oh my God.
And she swears that she was my phone screener for 6 years, and no one from that team ever remembers anything about it. I've asked them, and they're like, no. She used to bang our GM.
She would also say she did remotes. Like she was almost got arrested once. She was trying.
Yeah, she also I guess jumped a fence and started digging for the new stadium.
Why would that happen? Why would
you
that
had
happen?
her dig a hole for the new stadium, I think.
Yeah, and you got the Buck Stadium built.
Yeah, because she jumped a fence.
None of these things happen.
Do it. You don't remember that? Or what about how she used to pull people out of bushes?
She brings that up. I don't know what she's talking about.
I don't know what that means.
Bush girl.
It doesn't make sense.
When her 97-year-old husband died, you thought that she would chill. No,
she actually got crazier, right? I mean, that's when it really fucking went off.
No, it's been going off ever since I met her. Ever since the fucking first day I met her, she's been a nut.
Well, it seems like if you need the help, Chris, it sounds like.
Well, keep that in mind.
She also seems like she really wants to be roommates with you.
That's not going to happen.
I mean, it's just you in that house.
You know what? You're not dating now. Why don't you try it?
No. She'll slit my throat in the middle of the night.
Maybe that's your rebound, is BL.
BL?
BL could be your rebound girl.
No, thank you.
You would do it. Come on.
No. I just heard fucking what you just said to Rod. Over a phone. There's no way.
Is there a term for a mother I'd never want to fuck? Is that something? Does that exist?
Milfin?
Mother I fear would rape me? Is that a thing?
I don't think she could get a full rape going because she's far too dry. Far too dry.
Like sandpaper?
On a good day, it would be sandpaper.
Jesus.
All right, we better break here and feel sorry for ourselves. It's the Christmas season for Bennington. It's the Bennington Show. What BL deal sounding better to me all the time?
Really?
Well, she's got energy and she moves ahead of the puck.
She does have energy. She has passion. She doesn't take no for an answer. These are all good qualities.
I want you to check out this piece on the iBang, and it's not safe for work, obviously, about Dominican baseball. Because when I was down in Puerto Rico, they get crazier about baseball than we ever do here. It's closer to a football game. And you can get rum and Coke.
Oh.
They were having rum and Cokes in glasses. You could get a glass with rum and Coke. But this is this beautiful Dominican girl on top, hit play, on top of the dugout with her ass hanging out.
Holy shit.
Oh my God.
Seriously, this makes the Philly fanatic fucking them dullest
He
thing
looks
ever.
like garbage compared to her. Wow, that is pretty serious entertainment.
Look at that ass. God
Does she work for them?
Yes.
Or okay.
It's just like an ass break in between innings.
It's so much better than anything we got going here.
I know. And
It's
it
better
also
what
just
we got
means
going
like
at the titty bars here.
I mean, it's way better than we like anything we have at baseball, but it's just like it also just makes like NFL cheerleaders look like garbage.
They are garbage.
I mean, just shaking pom-poms?
She's better than the entire league of NFL players.
This makes anyone like sports. Like, if you weren't sure if you like sports, oh, wait, I do, because of this part. Wow, this is a pretty, pretty serious choreography that she's put together.
That's gorgeous.
What is this up? What's the thing? The not safe for work?
Dominican baseball is all about that ass.
That ass. Beautiful.
The best thing too is like she's up on that dugout. It's like face level for a lot of folks there.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
I know the seats I'd want. If I was a fucking shortstop, I'd just come over and put a goddamn $1 in her.
They have fun there.
This is a lot better than those presidents racing each other, the hot dogs running around.
That's silly.
That's
what are
dumb.
like some of the other gimmicks that baseball does? They do that one, and then they do like little kids running the bases.
Yeah, they do that, and they do any kind of fucking kiss cam and all the dumb shit.
Yeah.
Now, there are American scouts down there. They don't realize this is what they should be putting in American games.
Well, the scouts actually don't run the league. You're going to be surprised. But the scouts are basically Dominicans that just give a call to anything and send video. They don't run our leagues.
Ron, the interns let me know they have a surprise for you and Gail.
Well, that's all I ever want to hear.
A Christmas surprise.
Oh, no.
That you just spoiled?
Young Connor and young Nick at night.
Oh, the two sweeties.
Oh, they brought bags. Don't do that.
Why are they doing that?
Don't do that, guys.
No.
You don't give
Get
us
out
presents.
Of here.
Merry Christmas.
Oh.
No.
Merry Christmas. We have stuff for Chris, Jen, and Vito as well.
Why would you guys do that?
Why would you ever?
This semester we had an awesome time. And
Did you really?
Oh,
It was a good time. Jesus.
We have one for Vito and Jen as well. So.
Well.
Aww.
Like a beautiful eagles.
That's beautiful.
I'm going to drink water out of this. I'm going to pour my water in this right now.
That
It's
is
going to keep
so
it cold.
Sweet.
It does?
Oh, yeah. Thermos.
Oh, my God.
What? Oh, the first Gail Meets Girls mug.
Oh, my God. That is so sweet. You guys.
Now you can drink your coffee while doing Gail Meets Girls.
That is so damn sweet.
Let me see their logo, too. Looks pretty nice.
That's awesome.
I know. Logo looks
Like
pretty
that,
cool.
Chris? I got a brand new Cubs snapback hat.
All right. And you need a snapback.
You
because
did.
Your head is so large.
Because the head is so big.
to
He
shop for
just
hats
keeps
for
it
me.
unsnapped just to give himself the extra room.
I don't like this.
That is so sweet, you guys.
You're welcome.
You shouldn't have done that.
Why would they
we know
do
we didn't
it?
have to, but we wanted to thank you guys for the semester we had. And, like my first internship, I asked Connor, like, hey, like, what do you want to do? And he was like, yeah, we should get him some gifts. So we both were in agreement that we wanted to get you guys something special.
It was all my idea.
You guys are so thoughtful.
It's very nice, you both.
No problem.
Now, is any of this from the other intern? The weird kid?
We didn't really talk to Marcus. I don't see him that much.
Yeah.
So.
When's Marcus's last name?
Friday. Friday is
Okay,
Marcus's
I
last.
immediately want that badge destroyed.
I'll burn it in
So
front
he
of
can't
him.
get back in here.
Oh, there's no way.
No, he's great. Everybody likes Marcus. Huh?
Yeah, he's a
This is
character.
because we were on the Tuesday. This is like
This
Tuesday
is like
crew.
Yeah.
They're Tuesdays. Maurice, Tuesdays with Maurice.
I call it cruise days.
I like that because they both look like Tom Cruise. In their way.
A little bit.
I guess so.
And you're
Like
off
in
this-
two different-
Hey, did that thing work out? That
Oh, yeah, it worked out very well. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I was able to quote her in my piece, so it worked out really well.
You
My
think
professor liked it.
You'll get through. Oh, good.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
His comments to me didn't really make a lot of sense of what was wrong with it. It was more technical things than the product. So I'll talk to him tomorrow about that, but that's besides the point.
You don't like to get a bad grade, do you?
I worked my butt off, I worked my tail off for this project especially. He gave us 2 weeks to put together a 7-minute piece, and I worked my butt off to do that, and I felt I deserved an A. So
You like to get A's. You don't like to get B's.
No.
I mean, B's are okay if I don't like the class.
Yeah. One time I got a C, and my dad took us all out for pizza.
That is so nice.
Yeah.
It's great.
He goes like this. Well, what kind of toppings you want, Einstein? Huh? You're the one who figures things out. Look at you over there, Mr. C. He was very proud.
That's really nice. I just like to run the gamut. I used to go I would every report card A, B, C.
Yeah, you had
D.
it straight.
Yeah, like that's always like lucky.
Yeah.
Tried to keep it that way.
Connor, what school do you go to?
I go to Rutgers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Great football team.
Fratty. Very fratty over there.
I wanted to say something about the basketball team, but I don't want to get fucking fired.
Yeah.
You know? But I got an opinion, too, about them. It was an IMS joke. It's before your time.
Yeah.
No idea.
He said something horrible about the ladies team.
Yeah. Actually, no, I do know what you're
I'm
talking
sure it's still legendary over there. I'm sure people still talk about it.
Probably on a plaque.
I actually remember my bus driver was listening to it on my way to school.
Is that right?
Yeah, so I got to hear that.
And then he got to be fired.
Everybody's fired. Well, this was like the coolest idea.
It's unbelievable. It
I
really
love
is.
it so much.
Yeah, I was struggling to think of a gift for you, and then I was like looking. I'm like, what about something customized would be a good idea, because I don't think that it would be wrong. I thought it'd be good for you to have like on your show and everything.
Definitely. Yeah. Let them know what's up. You're like,
Throwing it in
read
people's
that? Okay. You see that?
I mean, it's that kind of marketing that's going to make this project work.
I mean, this is really going to take off. This is what was holding me back.
Well, wait till you hear this one.
Yeah,
Those girls went batshit crazy.
They went.
Let's play a clip tomorrow.
It's very intense, and I am so thrilled to put it out there because it's wild and it's so funny as well.
This is well, Chris, you were there and you said you learned a lot about women.
Yeah, oh God, so much. I had never really heard women just talk like that before. I was pretty much a fly in the wall in there. It was intense.
Yeah.
And hysterical.
Yeah.
And I felt bad at points.
Oh, I listened to it and I'm like, that's me. That's what I do.
Oh, so you don't like that.
I don't think most men get how freaked out a lot of women are about the election.
Yeah, I think anyone who's in a position where it doesn't drastically affect you.
That's me.
Yeah, it's easy to go, yeah, it's just like any president. We'll deal with them for 4 years. Maybe they'll be out. Maybe they'll be in.
You're literally quoting me the day after the election. I've lived through bad presidents. I don't think your life changes that much.
Yeah.
But it does for women.
It does for women. Among, other people, there are other, minorities and immigrants.
I'm none of those things.
Yeah,
I'm
I know.
just a white male.
Yeah, no, I know. Definitely.
See, here's the thing. What you thought was a glass ceiling is a concrete ceiling.
Yeah.
Maybe
we
that
thought we
makes you
could
feel
get
better.
through.
No. You can't.
It was
break
bulletproof glass.
Bulletproof glass, yeah. You can't do that. So you know what? Since it's their, end up, why don't we let you guys pick some topics? Go ahead and run the show here. First, plug that Trump Cuck shirt that's out there at the iBang. Still some available.
Take that.
Sure.
Take that.
If you need a good gift this holiday season and you're not a double XL, go on over to the Interrobang and get your Trump Cuck t-shirt.
It's gorgeous.
It's your very own.
I think this is a great, like you just gave us great gifts today. This is a great Christmas gift.
Oh, just imagine like it's Christmas morning. So when you're underneath the tree, you open up a Trump Cuck.
Underneath it?
Why would you be underneath it? Let Connor do the plugging.
Connor, you
just
plug.
sit
He's so
there,
good at
seriously. And your head is sweating that fast from putting a cap on.
It's tight on my head, Ron. You guys got
most snap that you can do?
Is it all the way? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the way.
You know what you got to do is get a rubber band and pull it back like some people will for their jeans. You ever see that trick? I've only seen women do it. I never saw a man do it before.
No.
That they'll just take that rubber band or something. And
then like cinch it.
Yeah, and then have
Sure.
it, give themselves an extra inch or two. So what's on your mind, boys? What topic would you guys like to discuss?
Take a Nick and Night.
Oh, all right. Well,
I'm off.
I'm going to probably go with sports here just because I'm a
Sure.
bigger fan. So I was at the Giant game on Sunday night, actually. It was definitely an experience. It was my first regular season game ever.
Is that right?
Yeah, I've never been to a regular season football game before.
Only the Super Bowl?
Never. Never. I dream, but no, I just wanted to say what you think about the NFC East this year and where you think it's going to go.
Well, here's the thing. Gail saw her first pro football game this week with the Eagles.
Really?
This Sunday was the first time I ever went to an NFL game in my life. It was such an intense experience.
It's nuts.
It was probably the closest I'll ever come to knowing what it was like being in the Coliseum and just gladiators were going, because like the crowd was really intense and it was just like a sensory overload.
Yeah.
Like I was like really overwhelmed, and then like you could just hear like in stereo like all the voices like, are you fucking kidding me? Fuck you, you motherfucker. Da, da. And I was just like, oh my god, and they're like all around me, and I was just like, I just wanted to go into a little cocoon.
When my kids were little, I took them to every sport except for football.
Yep.
And that's because when I was little, my dad took me to a football game. And I seriously, I thought, this man is insane. And he's brought me to a riot.
Yeah, it was pretty intense. I mean, it took me even just a while to adjust, like walking up to the seat, because we were really up there.
That's a really heavy banked stadium,
yeah,
too.
We were really up there.
Yeah.
And I was like, I had like vertigo for the first like 10 minutes. But then once I settled in, I mean, it's a really cool experience. Very cold experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's freezing. I mean, it was freezing for you too.
What do you see this weekend's games? Because we're dropping down this week, like 5 below. But to say, obviously, the Cowboys win the East enough. And then I think the Giants come in as a wild card. Okay. What do you think, Chris?
That's definitely going to happen. And then the Giants will beat the Cowboys.
Well, once the Giants get into the playoffs, they win everything. It's getting them there. It's the big struggle. But suddenly, Eli becomes a whole different dude.
It's so weird, his entire career and just the way.
You know what helps, though? When everyone else is feeling pressure, Eli doesn't. And he's like
chill.
John Glenn.
Yeah.
He's chill because he doesn't know it's important. He doesn't understand.
It helps to be like, you think maybe it's just like he's a little bit simple about it.
Yes, he's a little bit simple. He's the simple Manning. He's won 2 rings. It's amazing accomplishment.
His face looks the same whether he throws a pick or gets a touchdown.
It's pure confusion.
Really weird.
It really is.
And he's just okay with it, you know? Like, there's, like, little kids in, like, Little League that'll have to ask you whether they won or not. Because I had kids do that when I was coaching. And no matter what happened, I'd say, yeah, we won. We won big. You happy? That's why the rest of us look so sad. Because we're so sad about winning. Oh, good. Your mom brought the snacks. Good. I hope she's a junk food mom and not a healthy treat mom. I hate that. Mom.
Go stand by her while she hands out the snacks.
You know what? We just lost by 7. These raisins are going to make me forget about my problem. I'm going to need something.
Where's Cheeto, Mom?
Is there a potato chip anywhere on this field?
I need salt, meat, sugar quickly.
Chocolate? Come on.
Connor, what got you interested in radio?
In radio?
Mm-hmm.
Probably watching the Howard Stern movie Private Parts. Way too young.
Is that right?
I love that movie.
And you're thinking you'll be the next Howard Stern?
Probably not.
By the way, it's coming up on 20 years ago. That's crazy. It's 20 years ago that movie came out. Yeah, it came out in 97.
Yeah. My mom went in the labor with me because she started laughing at the book so much. That's a real story.
So she went with you?
To the movie?
Yeah.
No. I ended up just watching it on my own at home.
Oh. That would have been funny. You and your mom go to that together. What about you?
No.
You're not even sure radio yet.
Yeah, I'm not sure radio, but honestly, I've had a radio station on campus, and we've worked at radio in my high school, so it's just been something I've been interested in, you know, and I always wanted to learn more about it. So coming here, I've learned a lot. And it's definitely this is probably one of my top options to do. We're looking for a job. I'll probably apply to a radio station now after being here and learning so much.
Yeah, but wait till you're 3 months with Seth Meyers and you'll just be straight TV.
Yeah. We'll see, you know. It's not, jobs in that industry are very hard to get. So if I'm struggling to get a job, I will definitely consider applying to a radio
I'll tell you what, it's easy to be in radio. BL explained that. And, BL lives in a market where she is a known entity and she knows every GM in that market. Anybody would be helped by her being there, and yet nobody will hire her because it is exhausting.
Well, that phone call alone, just from today.
That phone call alone, you say, is every day with her. Her sense of energy is amazing.
Yeah.
It's always what they would call a pitch. Seriously, if she's a dog, I'd put her down.
Oh.
I'd be like, I would go and have to put her down. But they won't let you do that with humans. You can kill a dog for any reason if you just act like you're doing it for the right reasons.
Right.
You know? Like, I'm worried about this puppy. The way he's barking and stuff, I think he has cancer. I'm going to put him down. I'm going to put this dog down right now.
Drown it in my toilet.
You never had a pet, did you, Chris?
Never had a pet, no. I came to the realization earlier this week that my parents blame me for not having to get rid of their pets, and they never thought the thought of, hey, let's get a pet when he's, 6.
Chris, you say you came into the realization, but I actually told you that.
Yes, you broke that open for me.
When you were listing your mother's good qualities, and nice to animals was the top one.
Is the Star Wars Rogue One, is that this week, Fido?
Yeah, that's this weekend, I think.
Now, when does the Jennifer Lawrence Chris Pratt, we fell asleep on our way into a space travel and then woke up? I mean, I don't see how two people waking up on a spaceship is a movie, but...
I'm not sure why it is, but I think there's foul play.
Well, let me give you a thing about these two. They're both attractive people, yet they seem like sister and brother. There's no... You can't believe that they're a couple.
Now, in the trailer, I did not think that they had any chemistry. I was not really feeling it. But then when they did this playground insults bit, did you see this bit that they did?
Oh, this was in England?
Yeah. So they did this thing where it's basically like a little roast that they have to do, and they have to go back and forth. And I thought, okay, there's they obviously are buddies and they obviously have it. But for some reason in the trailer, it didn't seem like I didn't see the spark. I couldn't imagine
I'll tell you part of it. Chris Pratt's wife had to talk to J-Law to make sure that they were cool with them doing love things together, even though all three of them are actors.
So, she felt like she needed to talk to...
It seemed like they did.
Right.
Because he was like, well, this is, weird. I'm not with this person. I'm like, well, you're shooting aliens or whatever.
Right. You are at work.
Right.
So, hop in that bed.
I am surprised how many... Holy shit. Now Jim Brown and Ray Lewis are at Trump Tower.
What?
We are fucking nuts.
What? Why?
Why Ray Lewis?
What's the point of this?
He's holding court, man.
Well, Ray Lewis...
Kiss the ring.
Trump wants to find out how he got away with murder. And then Jim Brown was accused of throwing a woman out a window once.
Oh, yeah.
Or off a balcony or something fun. Jim Brown and Ray Lewis are there.
It's like the open house today.
I don't... Oh, my God, look who else is there. Bill Gates. He's calling all these people into Trump Tower. Bill Gates just said he was threatened by Ray Lewis. Physically threatened.
Gates, get out of there. Ray Lewis, fuck you up.
Gates is telling him how to turn off Twitter so he doesn't get himself in any more trouble. So you dig those two, huh?
I thought that they had more chemistry in this little roast bit that they did with each other than I did see in the trailer.
I didn't think that J-Law had any chemistry with the other guy in the Silver Linings Playbook movie either.
I didn't see that.
What?
Yeah, I saw the trailer and I thought...
Bradley Cooper.
Not going to see it.
I don't think she had sex appeal with anybody. Has she ever been sexy in a movie? I don't think
she's a sex symbol. Yeah, she's very
She's
sexy.
attractive, but I don't think she's sexy.
That's weird, but I think you might have to talk to PETA, perhaps, and Gail.
I'm not.
What?
What?
Get it? I just mean to say that
I just did what back at you? This is very... Talk about not having chemistry.
I don't know why.
Boy, put you two in a fucking conversation.
I don't know what I've said that was so weird to you.
Why PETA?
It's a character from a movie that she was in.
I didn't know.
But I think that there is something really weird about the fact that, I don't know, I thought it was more him. I think he's kind of stiff a little bit.
Really? You blame it on him?
But then he clearly is warm. He clearly has warmth.
Yeah. He's done this show a couple of times, and he's just a great dude. And then he was so happy after Seattle. And I go, well, you're the 13th man. He goes, you know what? You're right. Or the 12th man, they call it there. He goes, you're right. I'm a champion. I'm definitely a champion right now. And then we all laughed. And then his wife was there. They had sexual chemistry.
Oh, yeah. They definitely
She's
do.
very sexy.
She is very sexy. What do you think is like the best sexual chemistry you've seen in a movie? Where you're like, okay, those two. Makes a lot of sense.
Well, the first thing that popped into my mind, and they're breaking up, was Mr. and Mrs. Smith with Brad Pitt and his soon-to-be divorced ex-wife.
Yeah, that was very sexy. And I guess believable because they were able to draw from their actual sexual attraction for each other.
Well, they always say this, don't have sex during the movie when you're attracted to somebody. They say if they have sex on like the fifth day, it ruins the on-screen chemistry. You want that lust, you want that craziness.
Really?
And you want to make it go to the last second. Slow play it.
Right.
I'm going to write a book called Boys, Slow Play It.
The old
and keep that stuff going.
Slow play.
Yeah. But I'll give you another one, Desperado.
Yeah. That is, and it's very sexy. It's believable.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, what was, Blue Valentine? That was Ryan Gosling and,
Michelle Williams.
Michelle Williams. I thought that was like such a believable couple. Like something about them, I was like, that makes sense.
They seem Brooklyn to
Yeah,
me.
they seemed real.
All right, boys, what about for you?
I got Mila Kunis and Justin Timberlake in Friends with Benefits.
Now, I thought that they seemed like brother and sister.
Really?
Here's what happened. When they were doing their sex scenes, they were still talking to each other. Like they weren't that interested in
They're
it.
like, what do you want to
But
do?
I think Mila Kunis, see, I never watched the TV show, so I didn't see her growing up. And then the first time I saw her was in that dumb Hawaii movie, Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, am I looking at the most beautiful woman I've ever seen?
Yeah, she's crazy stunning.
Yeah.
She's absolutely beautiful. But you're right, it is kind of weird if you know them too young.
Yeah, I didn't know it, so I brought it up, and people were like, she's been on TV for 9 years. But I never watched that 70s show. What about for you, Connor?
I don't know. It's like a weird thing to think about. The only thing I can think about is the X-Files. David Duchovny.
David Duchovny and a lesbian.
Yeah.
They say a lot of girls know that they like girls from watching the X-Files.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's like a start off point for them.
Yes.
I never watched that show.
Yeah.
I would also throw in a Brokeback Mountain.
Of course you're going to say that.
Why?
To make everybody uncomfortable.
I'm just saying, it was
we're either going to seem homophobic or homoerotic.
I'm just judge all of your reactions right now.
Look, Vito feels bad because he's been leaning forward like he's in starting blocks.
What is it, Vito?
Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy in the Linklater trio.
I would agree.
I'll say in the first one. Third one, no.
You felt like they lost it?
I know they lost it. And I had all three of them in here. And Julie wasn't enjoying herself on this tour. Yeah.
Maybe it's like, it's just too much time together.
I don't know. But you saw the two guys, they'd be like, okay.
Like she would say something like
that. But she was basically shutting them down. Like, that doesn't even make sense. Just saying stupid things. It's a tough thing to pull off, though, I think.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, do you even meet, like, regular people? Do you ever have friends that you think, oh, these people have sexual chemistry with each other?
No, and if I become too aware of that, then I'm probably uncomfortable. Like, they must be being too overt in some way. But it is, like, I am more likely to notice that they have intimacy by, like, just knowing what each other needs or, you know, like the way they communicate. Like what really freaks me out is when I see a couple and like one talks for the other or seems to like push in front of the other.
Right.
And it's not gender specific. There's always that one person. Sometimes it's the guy, sometimes it's the girl.
Every partnership has a leader.
Yeah.
That's what they say. And I always like it when a woman's running a guy down. It always cracks me up. And there's people like, he'll be in the garage with his stupid trains, I guess. Like a baby. And I'll just fucking laugh in their face. I just find it fucking funny.
They also say there is always in every relationship a chaser and the chased. So
the hunter and the hunted.
Yes.
The pursuer and the pursued.
Yeah. I would ask around, but a lot of these guys don't have girlfriends anymore.
Does anybody here have a girlfriend? Connor does.
Yeah.
And yet
Heartbreaker.
you still
Listen, I
lead
keep my
on
options
Jen.
open.
Okay, smart move.
Who was the chaser? Who was the chased?
I was the chased.
You were the chased.
Yes.
That's because the ladies like him.
Yeah, the ladies do like him.
As soon as he takes off his
Oh my
glasses.
God, he's beautiful.
Yeah. When you took off your glasses, I thought you were going to do an impression. Get Jen to come over. I want to see who she finds to have sexual attraction, because she's always got the mod thing. You know, hers is like 5 minutes from now.
Yeah.
She's in front of it all. What couple on screen sexual attraction?
Brad Pitt and Angelina.
Yeah.
When they were a thing.
Now
That was great.
that's because you sound exactly like Angelina.
Oh, yeah, you told me that.
Now that I've said that, pay attention.
Okay.
Because
They
I
have a
said
similar
that,
voice, do you
yeah,
think?
when tonality, and I told her that during the interview, and then she was like, "Well, I'll change it if you want."
No.
I'm like, why are you taking this the wrong fucking way, Jen? You know what I mean? It's a good thing. I'm not BL. Well, yeah, you know, they say that Morning Joe and Mika have a secret thing
Really?
going on, yeah.
Yeah.
And he constantly shuts her down on the show. She'll be talking, and he'll talk over her and change the topic. And I'm like, they must be fucking dating. Because no one would do that to a coworker. And yet everybody would do that to their chick. Were you the pursued or the pursuer when you used to date?
The pursuer. Don't like being pursued.
Really?
Yeah, don't like it.
Why?
I don't know. It puts me off. It makes me not like the person.
Because then you're like strong woman who like wants something. No, I'm just kidding. I just want to turn it into you being sexist at all times.
I think.
And you rape.
No, the last time. I'm not a rapist.
Remember that weird chemistry you two just had a little while ago?
Well,
Yeah,
people are tweeting me that they think that I meant PETA, the organization, and me specifically.
That's
Is that
what I
where you
thought.
got confused?
That's where I got confused.
You'd have to be a dope. You would have to be a maniac. to
Everyone
think
knows Team PETA or Team Gail.
I don't know what that is.
Look who it is. The one and only Mitchell Walters. Mitchell, lock him up.
I am the pursuer.
So, of everything. Of everything.
I pursue. I pursue until the credit limit is extinct. When the bankroll is empty, I move on. Like it up.
He literally is a gigolo. That's how he lives his life, a gigolo. Mitchell, who are you taking this weekend?
Well, I got a lot of good teams left. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
I got those, and those guys are pretty strong I'm playing against. I'm very impressed with the knowledge of Jim Florentine.
Well, I've never been in one of these things that's going on to the end of the season like this.
No. And three people at the end? That doesn't happen.
No.
Well, I figured if I pick Seattle for Thursday night and I win, and then if they both blow up with Atlanta on Sunday, it's all me.
Yeah, that'll be all you. So you're
That's
thinking
the move.
Seattle?
I'm going to go Seattle on Thursday night at home. Yeah.
And they've already used up their Seattles.
Yeah, they don't. They have nothing left. They have like high school kids left.
Right. They're both taking Cleveland this week. Is Cleveland going to go defeated this year? They won't get a win?
No, you could have got 500 to 1 in Vegas at the beginning of the season that they go undefeated, that they would lose every game.
Oh, man.
Shit.
Yeah, well, now it's after the fact. But
I know. I should have put down 1,000, though. I'd be making a fucking half a mil.
They should have won one game. Come on, one game.
They just showed Michelle.
One game they can only win. That's all they're supposed to win. One game.
Just win one. You know?
That's it.
Bad news, bad style.
Wait a second. Wait 1 second. I got the probables right here. When I was
good.
in Vegas,
He's never more than fucking 4 feet away from a racing form or any kind of betting slip.
I got the sheets right here. Cleveland Browns. They were 200 to 1.
200 to 1.
Championship. They opened up at 200 to 1. Nobody else had 3 digits. Only Cleveland.
3 digits.
And the current line is off the board.
Wow.
You can't even bet them. You have to meet a guy in back of Walgreens to make a bet.
Mitchell, you back in on the East Coast, or where are you?
Yeah, I'm back in Long Island. I'm just waiting to go to Florida with my new football.
You get an extra seat on the plane.
Yeah, just for the football.
You know, Mitchell was on a plane one time that caught on fire.
You were?
Cinco de Mayo, May 5th, 1991. And the exit door opened, and there was no slide.
He ran out on the wing and slipped down.
Oh, no.
I was pushed by a young black couple, I think.
And you made some money on that, right?
$288,000, which was gone in 7 months.
No kidding.
Oh.
7 months. He went through.
I went to the bank when I got 2 checks from the lawyer's office, one for $188, one for $100,000. Went to the bank. I said, "Can you please cash this?" The guy says, "What do you mean?" I said, "I want all hundreds."
Oh my God.
Joke. Yeah, I swear they got that machine out, and you heard those were all the hundreds going through the machine.
Holy fuck, man!
They gave me $288,000. I'm with my friend driving down A1A in Fort Lauderdale, and he says to me, "Give the guy $100 for a newspaper." You know the bums that hang out there. I said, "Give him $100. Why don't you give him $100?" I said, "I'll give him $20." So I'm sitting there in the passenger seat. The bum comes over, and I have all the cash in my lap. And he looks in. My friend said, "We just robbed the bank." Here, and he grabs $100, and he gives the guy $100. And he thought it was phony money. I said, "No, it's real, buddy." And then we just pulled out. We took all his newspapers. I said, "You can go home now. You don't have any more papers to haul."
You took all of his papers.
I'm serious. I said to the guy, "I just gave you $100. Give me all the papers. There's no reason for you to be on the corner here."
Now, Mitchell, what did you spend during that 7 months? What were you spending it on?
Horses, dogs. I bought a brand new car. I bought that T-top Chevrolet the first year. As they were backing it out of the truck, I said to the guy at the Chevrolet dealership, "Give me the black one right over there, and I got 22 cash for you right now." So I just made a big drug deal. And he goes, "Don't talk that way in my dealership." I said, "Okay." I met a guy by a dumpster. And he handed me a big bag of money. Okay, is that better? And then I gave him 22 cash. I drove the car off the lot. And I went right to Paco's house, and the party stayed for 2 weeks. and all I was worried about was I didn't have an alarm in the car. It was a brand new. It was the first year they came out with that T-top, the top that came off the car, the 2 tops on that Chevrolet in '93. I was so worried they're going to steal a brand new car in Opelika where I was hanging out.
That's so funny.
Yeah, it's a true story. I wouldn't lie to you. And then I remember.
You don't need to, because it's not a happy story.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
The saddest part was I actually put $100,000 in my checking account, and I would go to the ATM every 15 or 20 minutes. Take out 300, 200, and I'll never forget the last day I put the card in, and it came back $99. That's all I had left of the $100,000, and I got really depressed. And then I called you up. I said, "Ronnie, I got an idea for a movie."
Yeah, I wasn't around for any of the happiness. I was only around for the sad stuff. But, Kinnison used to always say to him, "You got to make a choice. Are you a gambling addict or a coke addict? You can't be both. You got to pick one." All right, Mitch, I'll let you go, buddy.
All right, I got Seattle, and good luck to the other guys with their Atlanta.
Yeah. Are they both taking Atlanta? Do you know this already?
They haven't given me their picks yet.
Yeah. But he's already fixed it.
If they don't pick Atlanta, then they have no shot of winning.
Yeah. See, this is the thing. One time Sugar Ray said to me how he would choreograph the fight, and it would end up going that way. And that's the way Mitchell is with these guys.
Right.
He knows their moves.
He knows what they're going to
do.
Yeah, Mayweather bet $350,000 last night on the Ravens.
Is that right?
Yeah, it was in the paper. It was on one of the sports pages. But he might have bought 1.5 points, so he might have won.
Is Mayweather going to fight that Irish kid?
McGregor. That's McGregor wants it. Mayweather has danced around and he hasn't said yes or no yet.
Yeah.
No, I don't know about that.
Well, Mayweather will slice him up.
Oh, it'll be a beatdown.
Oh, yeah.
But McGregor will make more that night than he will in his entire fucking life.
He'll make real Irish drinking money.
Yeah. It'll be gone in 7 months. Give the bum a fucking $100 bill and we'll take all the papers. Talk to you later, Mitchell. Peace.
Goodbye, love you.
He's so fucking
He's the
funny.
best.
Yeah. Hey, Terry in Cleveland. Terry, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, Ronnie?
You know what, Terry? That's a secret I want to keep between me and a very close couple of friends.
All right. Well, I'd like to upgrade you to $1 billion, and I'm sorry if I'm stumbling. I'm a little nervous.
You know what?
You're like the smartest dude on radio, man.
Oh, that's very nice of you to say. But
And it
there's
wouldn't
two
be
of my
the Bennington
friends,
show
old
without
friends,
Old Pepper.
BL and Mitchell. That's how fucking jinxed I am.
So the reason I'm calling is I got the perfect explanation of why of what a Trump cuck is.
Oh, tell us.
The whole purpose of a cuckold is for the benefit of the husband. It's the husband who's enjoying the situation, and the wife is fucking the dude for the husband's benefit. So a Trump cuck, we are basically Americans while we sit and watch Trump fuck the rest of the world for our benefit.
I like that attitude.
Interesting.
That's it. He said, let me be greedy for you. Let me be greedy for you. And I'm going to tell you the truth. I am giving the guy
we've been so generous for, 250 years, so why not get some for us for a change?
Yeah, for us, because, 20% of the planet can't get fucking clean water every day. But we're the ones who
we need.
We need. First of all, most of us should have a Rolex watch.
Oh my God, it's a sin that we don't.
Yeah. And I've always wanted a gold Coke spoon. And until I get that, I'm not feel good about myself.
How about platinum? Does that work, platinum?
I think if it's a Coke spoon, it should be called a ladle at that point. Because, we were talking about for the beverages yesterday. People need to use more ladles.
I agree. I think that it sounds like that the Trump cuck is a person who enjoys the cucking. It sounds like that guy is onto something.
He's onto it. I like what he said. I should have given him a prize.
Trump is saying, we're going to win.
You're going to get tired of winning.
And you're going to sit in the corner while I win for you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this guy understands your brand better than you do, Chris.
Kanye, Jim Brown, Bill Gates, they're all showing up. You just saw that Mittens got cucked.
Oh, big time.
They said that him and Trump both sat and talked about how they got out of the Vietnam War together. Trump claimed that he had bone spurs. Now he loves the military. Says his fucking heels hurt, so he couldn't go to Vietnam. And then Mittens during the Vietnam War was riding around Paris on a bike trying to get fucking French people to turn Mormon. Not one. In all of the years he was there, the French people would say, look, we invented wine and cunnilingus. Why would we want to give that up to become... Check out our bread alone. It's fucking unbelievable.
Know your audience.
Yeah.
You're in the wrong area. You just wanted to bike around France.
In a really weird... They fucking look like Reservoir Dogs, but with short shirts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You never see a Mormon with a long shirt. They wear those short shirts.
There's a bunch in my neighborhood always walking around, and never see a long sleeve shirt.
Why don't you fucking say, dude, no one wears a short sleeve white shirt. It's not done.
Next time I see one, I'm going to say, hey, what's with the short sleeves, bro?
That's, little boys will wear a short sleeve shirt. Or, oddly enough, in the old days when you worked in a factory, you would wear the short sleeve white shirt. The bosses would, because they didn't want to get caught in any of the machinery. And a lot of bosses would also take their tie and stick it inside their shirt when they walked out on the floor.
Stick it in between the buttons there.
Yeah.
So they weren't pulled into a machine like a commoner.
I know. Just yanked into a machine. It's a big fucking problem when you're working in a factory.
Yeah. That's terrifying.
This is why they want to have all robot factories.
Robots don't care if they get destroyed.
No, robots don't give a shit about anything.
know.
Yeah, they might start.
Except for one, Wally. That little fucker cared about everything. Sensitive.
I can't even think of that Wally. He makes me cry.
Skin makes me cry.
He floats like a feather, that Wally.
He does. In a beautiful what?
World?
Okay.
I think.
That was always my favorite part of that song, where that weird kigish kicks in out of nowhere. Vito, who's going to win the Super Bowl right now? You got to tell me.
Raiders.
Who?
Raiders.
No way.
The Raiders had a homecoming, and Vito's head last night.
No way. You saw how they played in KC in the cold weather.
You know what? The fucking Super Bowl is going to be played where? In fucking Houston in a dome. Dome, sweet dome. Which makes me think, who plays well in the dome? Seattle.
Seattle plays well in the dome, but the Patriots will be winning the Super Bowl.
No, with the Patriots, this will be their second of this decade. The team decade, right? If no one else has two, would that make them the team of the decade? Because I refuse to do it. I don't even like the Cowboys or the Patriots with only three. I need a fucking full four till I feel good about team of the decade.
You're not going to feel good about a team of a decade then. No one. I can't see anyone getting four. I mean, we're at 2016 already.
I don't know if I see anybody getting two.
Patriots are the only ones who are going to be able to do it. That's
the
it.
Raiders come in and do it. You know, we got another onesie.
The Raiders rattle off 3 in a row. Be fucking nuts.
Just one. They'll be tied with everybody else. Mediocre fucking league. Bunch of fucking goddamn losers.
It just sucks.
I need a super team. I need a fucking great team.
When Romo goes to the Broncos next season, that'll be a super team because they'll still have a defense.
He's not going to be let go.
He's demanding to be traded.
Whatever he demands doesn't matter. Jerry Jones is going to put him in the fucking game if they fall behind next week. Bet on it.
That's so weird.
Bet on it. What do you think?
I don't like the fact that you're going to go out and say you believe in your rookie quarterback, and then after one loss where there was a lot of factors in the game that the Cowboys lost on Sunday. Dak not playing well was part of it, but you got to look at that defense. They played great that night. Their defense was stellar, the Giants. I don't think you go and say, hey, Dak, you're our quarterback, and then 2 weeks later, sorry, you're gone.
Do you know who Jerry Jones is?
Oh,
He's
I do know.
Fucking maniac. They said one day somebody came up and hammered a fucking nail into his head, and he didn't even turn around. I mean, there's something wrong with that man. There's something fucking crazy about him. You watch. If they're trailing in the game next week, he switches. Dak is fucking going. Dak to me doesn't seem like a Super Bowl winner. That's what I worry about. He's a good, solid kid.
I agree. He's a good kid. I think he obviously still has a lot of work to do. He's been very blessed to have the line he has.
All right. I'm going to give you 2 words when I look at him. Bridgewater. That's all I see.
Oh, really?
Yeah. See another Bridgewater.
I think the fact he's even made it as far as he has right now is a surprise to me because he was a 4th-round pick out of Mississippi State that really no one had any idea.
Nobody saw it. They're having a fun little season, but that doesn't mean shit in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Fucking go to the bench, pull him in like he's a fucking reliever. Everyone starts playing Wild Thing when he comes running out there. What do you think? Who's going to play in the playoffs for the Cowboys?
It'll be Cowboys. A quarterback?
Yeah, who's going to be the quarterback?
Dak Prescott will be quarterback.
You're just saying that to be fucking contrarian.
No, I'm not. I think Jerry Jones is going with Daddy.
Giants. Patrick's pick. Who are you picking?
Yeah, I'm picking the Giants and the Patriots in the Super Bowl, and the Giants are going to kill the Patriots again.
I'm telling you right now, if it's the Giants and the Patriots in the Super Bowl this year, I predict the Patriots don't show up. There's no fucking way they're going back. I remember the second time they played, remember Mark Zito could have thrown up just knowing that was happening.
And he was at the fucking game.
Yeah.
He got cucked.
He goes, all right, dude, sell your fucking shirt if that's all you care about. Go ahead.
At Trump Cuck. You follow at Trump Cuck.
At Trump Cuck, where?
You go to interrobang.com to pick up your Trump Cuck t-shirts.
Because you're saying follow at Trump. You're not even saying it's on fucking Twitter.
Yesterday he started saying, go to www.trumpcuck.
I know what you're thinking. You want to play Eastside Dave's song that you were in, right?
I was bringing up the bet when I
Why don't you bring up the song, dude? So I'm fucking setting you up. This is the famous "Fuck Tom Brady" song that Chris was in and wearing sweatpants, by the way.
In sweats?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's really uncomfortable, his sweatpants in this.
All right, I'm going to pay attention to the pant.
Yeah. When you watch the video, you're not going to believe it, but go ahead. Shoot away.
It's Giants time in the Super Bowl. Eli man in an Antrell robe. Gonna win, yeah, dominate, baby. Gonna fuck the shit out of Tom Brady. That's right. Lawrence Times, kicking in your face. Yeah. Tom Coughlin, give us some bass. Bob Dylan said, gonna fuck the shit out of Tom Brady. Tickle me Elmo, no tackle me Osi. Belichick, Brady, all pussy and pussy. Giants Cape Fear, Eli's Max Katie, gonna ruin your bow. Badly, Tom Brady. Break it down, Roy Schaefer. Come on! It's a David Max Sports Program. Subscribe on iTunes, Daddy, and listen on Sirius XM. Wyclef Jean is from fucking Haiti. Gonna Fuji your shit, Tom Brady. Pirate says, ahoy, matey. Gonna watch the plague and fuck you, Tom Brady. With the Giants, Dabney Coleman is 80. Fucking dagger your ass, Tom Brady. Woo! Yeah! David Max Sports Program. You know what time it is.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
A lot of fucking Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah.
But not only, you're in sweatpants, but you're in a full tracksuit.
Yeah, you are.
You're in a full...
That's all he used to wear in those days.
Yeah, blue and plus, blue and white. That was a good look.
You're Bobby Bacula.
Yeah, and you had a cool beard and cool hair, and you had everything going for you.
The short hair was the biggest mistake he's ever made.
Yeah.
I know so, dude. You're a fucking...
Like, that guy's cool.
You're a young god.
Should I regrow the beard, too? Because, I look really creepy.
No, man, just the opposite is creepy.
Really?
Man,
cool.
you
We're
need
fucking together.
You need to, be out there talking to ladies, making it happen. Get the look back.
This guy? I got my...
Oh, that's fucking great.
Yeah,
right?
That's what the ladies want.
Look, it just says learner permit on it.
And it's expired.
Oh, my gosh. So scary. Scary.
That's when he was with ISIS.
Hey, Connor, calm down.
Connor's face.
It's just so different. I'm sorry.
Johnny, go.
What's up, buddies?
Hey, buddy.
So I wanted to blame Chris for ruining Christmas at my house.
Why is that?
I ordered a Trump Cuck shirt for my wife, who's
perfect.
A perfect Christmas every girl wants. And she's like, "Hey, you got a package from the interrobang." And I was like, "What?" She's like, "Please tell me you didn't buy a Trump Cuck shirt." And I was like, "Not for me." But now Christmas is ruined, so now I have to go buy a real gift.
I don't know what how else did you think it was going to get there? You supposed to disguise the address?
Chris would sign it. I didn't think the interrobang would be the return address. Usually it's just some P.O. box. So Chris ruined Christmas. He's like the Grinch.
Look, you have a Trump Cuck T-shirt. That's what matters.
Yeah, just give it to her now and say it's for anniversary.
Yeah, and say, you wanted to give it to her beforehand because you wanted her to wear it on Christmas. It's in festive red.
Oh, that's sexy.
Super.
We got a break, Johnny.
Sexy. Be good. That's it.
Peace. Right back, Bennington. Oh, my God, you hear that song? David Attell is here. Big J is here. David Attell's performing at Caroline's in New York City Wednesday, December 28th to Friday, December 30th.
Yes. End of the year.
End of the year. This is a tradition for you, right?
It is.
Yeah.
This is my, I would say it would be kind of a fist bump or a long hug with the city.
Oh, that's nice. Mm-hmm. I like the idea of that. Jay, you said years ago you did this back in the drinking days, and it almost killed you.
Yes. Oh, it was the best time of the year. I look forward to it so much.
Yeah.
Dave, you can only party with so many people, so there was so much spillover hang.
Yeah, Jay, how long did you really open for me? Because you are a killer headliner now. I don't even remember really how long you actually worked with me as a.
That hurts my feelings. It was 8 years, Dave.
Really?
No. I know. I know it was a long time. I didn't know how many years it was.
Oh yeah, about 8 years. Yeah.
I remember you, Jay. Yeah, you look familiar.
Remember Virginia Beach? Remember we did Virginia Beach? Something in Phoenix.
But I think December's always a brown liquor month. You know what I mean? It always has been. For me, it's like I don't want to sit around and have a beer like a child.
It's a
you know what I mean?
Whiskey
it is a
year.
very whiskey. And in my neighborhood, Irish whiskey was big, and everyone would just give each other Irish whiskey. It would just pass back and forth.
A bottle.
Yeah, bottles would I got you some Tullamore Dew. Really? Thank you very much. But also New Year's Eve used to be a brown whiskey night where you would go house to house in your neighborhood and everybody would give you shots.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a nice tradition.
Yeah, it was a very nice tradition.
I've never been a whiskey guy, but what I would do with Dave in those days was Jaeger. Jaeger flowed like water.
Yeah,
at those
it was
shows.
time for Jaeger.
And we'd go on and I remember the end of the show was funny. Very early in the opening for Dave, he'd go at the end of the show. I had to learn this to have something in hand because he would go, Jay, come up here at the end of the show, especially these Caroline shows. Like, come on, we're going to do a shot with the audience here. And he'd have a Jaeger shot up with no chaser, which is not my I can't do vodka without a chaser. I need everything I need, like, right the taste of something else right behind it to mask the.
So you know it's good.
See, that's the weird thing.
And with Jaeger, just doing that shot and just like trying to keep a smile on my face. I'm like, I had a blast, Dave. With that black licorice flavor just all in my mouth. Like, oh God.
Yeah, Jay. When I first saw you, I was like, this guy's a drinker. Like, he's a big guy. Look at that construction working kind of guy, but he's not a drinker at all. Like,
no.
Like, what's your drink now? You drink a little bit, right?
Vodka.
Yeah,
so the chill, and it's got to be chill, ice cold, and I have to have like a Diet Coke right behind it.
But you know,
you drink it out of a teacup.
Espresso.
The last time I saw you at the stand, though, you did a couple shots before we went up on stage.
Yeah.
I was very surprised because it was a no edible night for you.
Oh. No, it's it was. Yeah, I'll get a little loose with booze now. The thing was, I drove when I didn't live in the city. I drove always. I never took public transportation in, so I never drank because I'm like, I don't get the point of doing. Like, hey, have a shot with me and a beer. I'm like, I don't. What's the point of that?
You want to have a lot of them.
I'm like, well, it's so gross that I'm like, if I'm going to get a little loose from booze, let's do that, or let's just not drink at all. Yeah.
You know, when that whole drinking and driving thing, I just roll the dice. I don't care what anybody says. Let's just go. You know, I feel good about tonight. I feel like I'm going to make it most of the way there. Never was a big concern.
That was the weekend with you. I told the story on a bunch of like storytelling shows, but Nate Bargatze told me he would designate a drive that night. And Nate Bargatze's a hilarious comic, and he goes, yeah, I'll drive. I won't drink. And I'm like, you sure? It's sort of a party this week. And it was always, I did it with you for like 4 or 5 years in a row. We did the week between Christmas and New Year's. And Nate goes, he's like, no, I promise I'll drive. And then when we were leaving, I just thought he was a little stumbly. I'm like, did you drink, Nate? He's like, I had like a beer earlier, but he's lying completely. He was drunk. He's swerving all over the road. It's terrifying. I'm too drunk to drive, though. But I even considered it at one point. And then when we got to our block, we lived in a block that was like it seemed like it was a 90-degree angle hill straight up. We both lived on the same block in Queens. There was one spot open, and he parallel parked into it. It was in one motion he did it.
Wow.
I was so impressed. I fawned over it. I got out. I remember taking a loop around the car to talk about how amazing this parking job. I apologized for calling him drunk the whole way. And then I went upstairs, went to sleep, woke up in the morning to my ex-wife, hit me. She hit me to wake me up. And she goes, why would you let Nate drive you home drunk? I go, no. No, you don't understand. I thought he was drunk too. I thought he was. But when we got in, you got to see this tiny little parking spot he weaved right into. She goes, yeah, no, I saw it. And then she drags me out to the balcony to look. The car was blocking the road. Like, no cars can go by. There's just people honking and people having to go around, back it up down the street and everything. It ruined the whole thing.
Well, you know who was in the back seat that night? Jesus. Because Nate is a religious cat.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it was in the back seat? A midget named Nick. That's a true story also.
So you're saying that a midget is Jesus? This is all new.
If he's going to come back, he's coming back.
Yeah. And he had a tiny little cross. He just had a little.
Oh, so cute.
They put him on a coat hanger.
They're so cute when they're little.
Yeah, it's like a dog cross. Like when your dog dies, you make that little cross with popsicle sticks.
So let's see. This is the holiday time. So are you guys going away, or are you going to be?
No, we're going to be here. Yep. New York at Christmas. Where else do you want to go? Florida. You know what I mean? I never got that, And do you guys go for the shopping or what no.
do you just hang out at
home? Don't do it. Yeah, just hang out. Yeah, I don't, when the kids were little, you get a bunch of presents, but I think adults don't make a big deal of it.
I made too big of a deal last year because I had family coming and they were we were doing Christmas at my house, so I felt like really intense about it. And this year, I think I'm going to be like, we're all adults. Let's just make it really chill.
Are you going to do it at your house this year, though?
Yeah, I think we could do that again.
That's a long ride for me. All right, nice day.
Brooklyn.
And did you guys also Thanksgiving here or no?
No, we go to my parents' place down in Chester. That's the only time that my family has to be together is Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and how was the travel?
This is a nightmare.
Yeah.
It's a nightmare.
So that's why I think we should, I guess, not do that anymore. I mean, we should have 2 or 3 Thanksgivings a year where you can make, if you made 1 or 2 of them, that would be great.
I think it's a great idea. It's like even a couple of Christmases.
I think that's a great way to go too.
Yeah.
And it'll be good for the economy. I mean,
it is great.
Hey, this election was all about new ideas, and there's 2 of them right there. Can I get it? Can I get in to see him just for 5 minutes?
It looks like you
Kanye.
It looks like he'd be glad to have you.
I think so.
And bring your opener of 8 years along with you.
I like that everyone's just lined up like he's the Wizard of Oz. They're just
he is
ready for their request.
Just see this courage. That's what it is.
Well, Kanye, who is out of the hospital, and I feel responsible because I prayed for him.
Yeah,
I did. Twitter told me to. I got on my little knees. It's hard praying for a guy whose life is a million times better than yours, but I did it.
Isn't this what now Kim Kardashian says she's going to leave him, or is that just tabloid shit?
That was, I think that was tabloid stuff because I saw that and then it was debunked.
It was the other Kardashian that's leaving Lamar.
Yeah, that's happening.
Yeah. She actually got back with him, I think, though, slightly for a bit after he almost died in a brothel on drugs.
Right,
and she was like, well, it was a rough week for him.
She got back with him because she found out there was an extra $175 in his pocket. She wrote that out for a while.
Hit a nice steakhouse, and then she dumped him again.
That's it. It's over. It's done.
You know, it's playing with fire with those girls. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
they're heartbreakers.
Yeah, they are. They crush men.
They do.
They crush.
Really do. The mom raised them that way. Let's go to the maker. She's the maker. Right? She learned it from, who was the guy, the judge? I mean, the lawyer, her husband?
Oh, yeah, Kardashian. He was...
Robert Kardashian.
Robert Kardashian, yeah. She, they probably, did that mind meld, and she has all that kind of, amazing, skill.
But then I think her grandfather is Colonel Tom, because she's just running a fucking Presley bit. And she gets a piece of all the kids' money, too.
Oh, yeah. She should.
She's got to have a taste.
Didn't she organize? Didn't one of those basketball players, was it Chris Humphries? Didn't he say that she organized their relationship completely, to get him to get them in the press more?
They got a giant wedding, on the E network,
and then it was over in wasn't it short enough to be annulled?
Yeah, it was 18 days.
It was like nothing.
Yeah, but he was 7'2".
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? You can't stand.
He's only half black. That was the problem.
You can't be expected to.
Or else he'd be 14'4".
I hate to bring it down, guys, but this year has been we lost a lot of greats.
We have.
Let's face it, we lost a lot of greats. Let's start with Shandling and work our way to Henderson. I mean, we did.
Yeah.
There's a lot of greats. John Glenn. I think you and I all appreciate this.
Unbelievable.
Jay and everybody, you guys are too young to realize the importance of John Glenn. He really was one of the last heroes.
He was a legitimate hero. Now, remember when he went up in space as an old man?
Yes.
I took the kids, we saw him take off, and then we saw him come back.
Oh, you did?
They have that. It's like saying Christopher Columbus.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Christopher Columbus of space, I like to call him.
Who else just died? The guy... Was that your first or your acid story you told on stage about the concert? Didn't Emerson and Lake both die this year?
Well, Emerson, I think, was last year. He killed himself.
Yeah.
And then Lake just died
died.
Yeah.
Wow, that's sad.
Drowned. The weird thing is Lake drowned. And that's...
Did he really?
Great. No.
Oh, my God, I was going to say. I thought it was cancer.
What an ironic, horrible death for Lake.
Palmer got slapped to death.
They've brought up... Gary Shandling, and when he passed away, I went and read everything like you do, and I went back and you were on that young comedian special with him, and what a lineup.
Let's go through it.
Yeah.
Chappelle, right? Louis C.K., me, a guy from Canada.
Yeah, a guy from Canada.
Who I think things didn't turn out well for him. But yeah, so I think, wasn't there somebody else big on it?
Yeah, there's somebody else. I'm going to give because he got a TV show. The dude got a TV show. He's like a Southern guy.
And then it fell.
Oh, Anthony Clark?
Anthony Clark.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, he's power act.
That may have been the strongest
of the young comedians.
Yeah, of
I
all
don't know
time.
about that. Really?
Yeah, I mean, you at least have to go back
pretty
to.
great.
Yeah, I mean that's a strong lineup.
Yeah, look at the heat on that train, like Louis and Chappelle. I mean, awesome. But
They said Anthony Clark was wasn't he like a heartthrobby guy at one point?
yeah, he was a huge college act too. Like
Yeah.
he like bought buildings off of his college money. He was doing so much work. He really was like unfollowable. Like for like a couple of years in Boston for sure.
Sure,
he was a power act. He really was. And then he started doing that show.
It was like a Boston TV show, right?
I know he did one in L.A. where it was like My Two Dads. It was like something like that, the family show. And then I guess he just wasn't on the road. That happens a lot with these guys. They, they build up to the sitcom and then they just stop,
Yeah.
I mean, what's the point, right?
Right.
I mean, we can go through a bunch of them. Tim Allen. I assume he wasn't on the road the whole time he was on his first show. Right. Right?
Seinfeld went off the road, really, except for a couple summer
that's
gigs.
True. And Drew Carey, I know he would do some stuff, but he really couldn't tour because he was always, doing something. So there's a bunch of guys like that. But
pretty cool thing. Jay Leno stayed doing the road through all of that, all those years.
But in a private plane. I mean, it was nice for him. But Shanling was another guy. I mean, he was a great stand-up.
Absolutely.
Did two
Did you ever meet
back-to-back.
him?
No, I never did, but I was always a fan.
Fan, right? Yeah.
But you doing that show, had you met him before?
No, he actually said something on the show where he goes, young comedian special, they don't seem so young to me. That was it. I met him like maybe 2 or 3 times, but I didn't know him as well as I knew Kevin Meaney, who I did meet a bunch of times, and I always felt bad for him,
Well,
because he was like. He was a really talented guy, He's a theater guy, a musical guy. That's kind of what he ended up doing. But he was like there in the San Francisco, Boston scene in the 80s,
Yeah, the Boston guys were crushed.
They really did.
And people here because he did some shows here for a while. So
what mean he was a heart attack?
Yeah,
he had a heart attack
out of nowhere, and it was basically he had lost a ton of weight. He was looking better than he did in the 80s or 90s, and he was really up on life, and then boom, gone.
It shows you just like if you can make comparisons just in terms of like jobs of like comedian versus astronaut. Now, John Glenn, 95 years old.
Right.
He was in the Korean War, right? Ted Williams was his wingman.
Right.
I read all this. It's not like I just know it. Test pilot. He was in outer space, aliens, light turned his eyes. Something happened to him. 95 years old. A comedian, like we're lucky if we can make it to like 55. Like really, that is like 80 for us.
It's Waffle Houses. It's Waffle
You
Houses.
think it is?
I think travel itself is not the best thing for anyone. I think vacations are great, but business
Just
travel,
living on the road is
yes, never a comforting thing.
It's tough.
I agree with that because I hate traveling.
Yeah.
And like when Jay and I used to do the gigs, we were both, I mean, they were incredibly long drives, and Jay is like a monster driver. He's great, but still it was like way better than flying,
Why this weekend, all flights coming, I was in Toronto Sunday, all flights for no reason. Just canceled. Right. No reason. There's no explanation. Everyone blames everyone. Toronto blamed LaGuardia. LaGuardia blames Toronto. Expedia blamed both.
Did you try to get to the bottom of it? Is that what happened? You were
Christine tried while I was driving 9.5 hours in a rental. I just did it. I was like, fuck it. I'm not going to sit.
Did you have trouble going through the border or no?
No, but man, those guys really take their job unnecessarily serious.
Good.
No, not good in the sense that if it was serious where he went through the car or just something like that, I would say it's good. They just they hard ass you the whole time.
Right.
Yeah, what are we doing up here? It's like they talk to you like that, like they're your enemy right away. Like, I was doing shows. What's the problem? Are you angry at me? He goes, well, you read the signs better next time. And I'm like, what sign? He's like, stop sign back there. You didn't stop at. I'm like, I was stopped. Like, I waited for the car in front of me to, I don't know what you're saying. He's like,
oh, don't talk back to them, yeah.
But he's not even talking back. It's like, I stopped at the stop. So I was like, yeah, well, next time just stop. They just want to, it's such a hard ass thing. Like, why are you my enemy?
Jay, you have a flash of blonde in your hair.
I had a hat on that day.
Be in with me. They're like waving.
Yeah.
Come on through.
Don't even stop.
Come on through, yes.
Just hang your passport out the window and be like, it's me. Be like, oh, yeah, get in through.
I wonder how it's going to be once the new president gets in. Like, what will there be like another level of,
Security?
Security, yeah.
You have to
Well,
go
he
through?
wants to make the airports great again. I know that.
I hope he does.
He was
because they
very
do
serious.
blow.
He's just like, our airports stink.
Well,
What's
LaGuardia,
the plan for it?
Yeah, LaGuardia is awful.
Yeah.
But it is like all the New York airports is like a shot back in the '60s. You just
It's
feel
true.
like, you know what I mean? You're like, oh, I didn't know they made chairs like this. This is great. I forgot this.
It's where you go. When we were in the airport in Burlington, Vermont, like most of the chairs are rocking chairs, which is bizarre.
That's weird, yeah.
Very weird. And then you go to, and it's very small, and you know, you can see all 8 gates, like from right when you walk in while you're waiting for security.
Yeah.
And then you get to like the last few times I went to JFK, while I try to avoid it so much, is from security checkpoint to my gate was a walk where that if I had my mother with me, we'd have to stop 4 times.
That's true.
Because her legs would start to hurt. It was a
mile and a half.
15 minutes of walking to get to a gate. Why would it be that big, possibly?
I like that where you're late and you just get through security and then you have that like mile walk and you're like dressing as you're running. I like that.
By the way, I saw I think they were snaps yesterday. You had something done on the bonfire, Jay.
Oh, the Rolfing, yeah.
And I got a good look at your calves. You're in really great shape in the calves.
Wow. Calves are fantastic. They've been carrying around.
You could break a stick over his calves.
Wow, they've been carrying around a lot of weight all my life. They're jacked.
The calves don't get enough attention, that's for sure.
So, that was Keith the cop that just walked by, which means he's trying to put Opie and Anthony back together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's who you
Yeah.
walked by,
Remember,
so
Keith you were on his.
Yes.
You didn't even give him a wave, though, right?
I did.
Oh, you did? You gave him a short wave?
Yeah.
Like,
hey, remember? Hey, remember?
He's trying to, like Jimmy Carter, like he's trying to find a middle ground.
Carter and bringing in Egypt and Israel, and then they killed the Egyptian. So he signed the paper, went home, is like, there's, and that was it. They shot him right in the head. They said he talked to a Jew. That was basically, you just talked to a Jew. Of course we had to kill you.
Kumi was supposed to come on Legion of Skanks tomorrow, and he canceled last minute. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Does that mean something?
Yes.
Probably
has to meet Trump. I mean, there's definitely a job for him in the new administration.
Or maybe you heard what happened. Or maybe you heard what happened on Legion of Skanks last week. Poor Ron.
Well,
you made the trek out one time, and that's what you got.
Well, here's the thing: both Trump and Anthony have had Twittered at the wrong fucking time. That's their problem.
Yeah.
Do you use social media at all?
No, I hate it.
I don't do any of it.
I don't like it.
No.
I also, I'm sick of people trying to talk me into it like they're trying to sell me a timeshare. It's like, it's good. It gives you a chance. I'm like, no, I don't really care. I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
You know, can I just sit down? I don't want to talk about
Well, when people go, well, what if you think it's something funny? I'll go say it the next day on the show.
Yeah,
that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
I'll come in where I get
platform every day.
Yeah, where I get paid for it. Not giving away free tweets.
I think the problem is the feedback when you're just trying to be like fun, funny, jovial, have fun, and then someone comes back like, you're the shittiest you fucking suck dick. Someone put out a meme last week of me with a completely transcripted joke of yours. And,
mine?
Yeah, and it goes, this is Big Jokes' best joke. I know they're being a jerk off, but I have to disclaim, I go, no, it is a great joke, but that's Dave Attell's joke. You got the wrong comic. And it's like, fuck you, man, because you're just ripping off this shit anyway. This guy's like, so I'm like, oh my God, man.
Well, I do tweet, and I did tweet that.
That was good.
That's
my only time. Intricate.
Are you MJ from the United Kingdom? Because I put him on my hit list.
It's all sleeper cells.
Jay, you are kind of a libtard, though. So I want to call you that.
That's fair.
You tree-hugging, reusable
libtard.
I don't know. I mean, people, I'm starting to get a little nervous about the,
about Trump?
Well, just about like this is never going to end in terms of like we're always going to be talking about it.
Right.
It's become like this new like speak, like almost like good timey speak.
Yeah.
Of like everybody just talking about it all the time, and it's like 4 years of that. That's going to be pretty rough.
Well, I've never felt the feeling like an election didn't end. You know
That's
how
true.
normally
That's
it
true.
ends and then you go, oh, well, this is the situation.
No.
It still feels like it's going on. It still feels like he's campaigning.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But here's the other thing, like with Stalin, when he would bug people's buildings and he found out that they weren't talking about him, he'd be furious. He would have people.
Really?
He goes, why aren't they talking about Stalin? I'm doing so much shit.
Wow.
So I think Trump wants us good, bad, and different, just talking about
Yeah, he
him.
likes the attention,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
But, you couldn't get more attention than his job. You know what I mean? Like, it's the...
Which one are you talking about? The executive producer of The Apprentice or the runner of several hotels around the... I mean, he's not giving up any jobs.
No, that's true.
I've been watching all the end of the Obama administration documentaries about Obama, just kind of combing through his whole thing. And they're not negative or anything, but I almost forget like how many people hated him. I mean, people hated Obama as much as they hated Trump.
Well, right now he's
You think so?
They hate Trump. Yeah,
he's at
absolutely.
57% approval rating, which is pretty high. And people are going to remember him well.
Yeah, sure. He's great. I like him.
Yeah. But it was also, he's got that Jackie Robinson thing. First black president, Jackie Robinson. I read all the books when I was a kid. You never read about him striking out. You know what I mean? You just read good stuff.
Right.
So I think he's going to be remembered well because people will only remember,
Yeah.
Hey, we never had a black president before, so this is great.
Well, if it was Netflix, I'd give him 4 stars.
Oh,
that's good.
And I do believe that he will, Obama, who is very funny and like just super classy and sophisticated, that he will down the road get a Netflix special. I do think so. Like, I'm looking maybe 35 million. He's got a rate higher than Rock and those guys. I like how everybody has their number now on what Netflix is paying. Did you hear Netflix is paying $100 million? It's like, it's kind of ballsy for a whole, to have that kind of cash and not what should we do with it? Should we make another Star Wars franchise? No. Let's just do a couple of comedy specials.
It's always like I've never seen that with comedy before. Comedy specials, like the multi-tiered deal. It's like the $70 million deal. You got to do 2 specials. We're buying an old special you never released, and you're going to do a once a week talk show.
I didn't. Yeah, that's very cool that Netflix.
It's always, but it's like down the line shit. It's not even like, hey, we'll pay you this much for your special, and then we'll see how that does.
Yeah. Well, the thing is now, anyone else who gets like $1 million will be like, this fucking
exactly. Yeah, it blows it all out.
I just did an hour, and you're giving me $1 million. Fuck you.
But don't you think it opens it up to like a whole other group of people who would want that kind of money? Like,
sure,
like a George Clooney or something like that. That's what they pay to be in a real movie. You know? That's like amazing. I never thought comedy would be that huge. Like
and it came out of nowhere.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It just came out of nowhere. And you're right. Like, Clooney is probably saying, maybe I'll do an hour.
Get a couple of people writing a couple of lines.
Yeah. Because that's how they write books now, I mean, like, a lot of people who write books is because they say, we'll give you money to write the book. Not that somebody wanted to write a book. You know what I mean? Like, they're like, I'll give you $2 million to write a book.
Yeah, that's true. It's never like, hey, I have a story.
And you know that publishers are probably like, we need X amount of celebrity books each year.
Yeah.
Like, who do we have? It's like it doesn't really come out of a necessity. It's probably just like
I never thought of it that way.
No, none of those guys are like, I really need to write this. I mean, Amy Schumer just wrote that book last year. They gave her a bunch of money. She's like nowhere near the end of the story where you would say, here's my life story. Right. You know what I mean? She's young, but somebody offers you a lot of money. You're like, fuck it. Yeah.
It's not even a very thick book if the last page ends with, and then I woke up today and had a cup of coffee.
Yeah, right. I guess I'll figure it out.
Still in it.
They're doing, you've been to L.A. a zillion times, Dave, to know. It's like, it is weird, though, how the celebrity will try to just jump over to stand up to make some money. Like, I don't know. I've been on showcases out there where they're like, hey, we're going to have to bump you back because Dax Shepard's going to swing through and do some time. I'm like, Dax Shepard?
And then one of the Iron Chefs.
Cooking or
porn stars, Playboy chicks at a time. Like, they all just jump. It's like, I'll do this for a while and see if I can make some money and be on the road. So you say about George Clooney doing stand-up, like, probably not far from, probably not his caliber.
Yeah, he was just, because he's the ultimate actor. So.
No, absolutely. But I'm saying it wouldn't blow my mind if, like, a smaller, like, lesser, if like a Paul Rudd eventually just starts like banging out some stand-up sets, you know what I mean? If you can make $20 million off doing an hour somebody else writes for him, that'd be pretty insane.
I just think, as we all know, and the listeners, of course, who are fans of comedy, they know that that's a very select group.
Sure.
The $20 million club.
Yeah.
You know? Down at the bottom end where I have to actually work the customer service line at Netflix. So what didn't you like about it? F you. I hang up on him.
Well, obviously I'm going to open with my strongest material. And then there's a lull, and I finish fucking big. And this is a known way to be.
I would just like to see, like, when they try, because they try and explain to you this, like, a logarithm thing over there, because it's like like, the movie you like. Right. The movie you watch, like, on a goof or you're drunk or something like that, that becomes, like, what they think you're about.
Yeah.
So Toy Story 2 and the girl with the green tattoo, whatever it is, that's what they'll combine that together and come up with your whole you.
And they'll say it, too. It'd be the weirdest, like, movies. It's like, because you watched, Loose Change documentary, it's like, here's a weird horror about a werewolf.
Right.
What?
Maybe I like to go in a different direction tonight. Don't try to guess what I want.
They're never right.
I don't like the would you like to rewatch section. It's like,
that's
really
sad.
You want to check this out again? Like, no.
That was just like a month ago.
Yeah. I mean, it's not Goodfellas where I can rewatch
I mean, I'm not a 6-year-old. I don't want to just keep watching the same movies over
What
and
is
over.
it about that a little kid will take a movie and watch it every day?
Yeah, why is that?
I had so many movies like that when I was little.
I watched The Lost Boys 8 times in one day when I was sick when I was a kid once. 8 times in a row.
Lost Boys was one of those movies that, I could probably, if you turned it on, I could probably recite it.
Yeah, Roadhouse. Tons of times. Hard to Kill. Steven Seagal's Hard to Kill. Watched that a lot of times.
Now, Steven Seagal would be a good choice for, like, a Netflix special. I could see it coming out there. And, like, I don't know if he's a 20 million guy, but I would say if he's in the 5 million. Yeah. 5 to 7.
I thought you were going to say Steven Seagal would be good for Secretary of Defense in Trump's cabinet.
Not bad. He's tight with Russia.
Guy's kicking ass. The suggestions I've gotten on Amazon video since that movie I told you to watch came on has been... Now everyone who's ever made their own movie in their own house is now coming to me. Yeah, like, check this out.
I heard you say on your show that you watch every horror movie that
on Amazon
provides.
Yeah.
What is
So
it?
that's how you found that?
Yes.
Yeah, worth it.
A one-man movie, which is
so good.
A one-man movie.
Only Tom Hanks, I think, right? Only Tom Hanks.
Castaway and Nigel Bach.
Yeah.
The creator, star, executive producer, editor of Bad Bad.
Bad Bad.
So you watched it on Amazon?
Yeah, I watched the movie on Amazon. It's a one-man horror, and the guy, I found out about 30 seconds into the movie that he's got a strong Philly accent. So it's a guy made this movie himself, and it's just him fighting nobody for an entire movie, except just talking to a camera and not being afraid of it's a horror movie where the guy's he's never rattled for one moment. Philly gets pissed off at everything. Yeah. He's like, I guess there's some kind of altar now in my attic. Let me get this is going to kill the resale value of this fucking house.
He's like, what is this shit, voodoo?
Is this voodoo?
He does say that.
Everybody goes, what do you want? This is my house now. Not your home.
Amazon picked that up?
Yeah, Amazon.
No, apparently found it from the
$20 million deal. $20 million deal.
No, at Amazon they pay you in. Do you want a beach blanket and 2 picnic chairs?
At Amazon they pay you like your the little kids candy sale thing. If you watch a movie, you get a bike. A bike, a tent.
David Attell is going to be performing at Caroline's, New York City, Wednesday, December 28th to Friday, December 30th. Shows at 7:30 and 10 p.m.
It's the most fun week of comedy in the city.
And you've been doing this many years in a row.
Great. Yeah.
Jay, you're going to be over for old time's sake?
I'd love for Jay to come by.
That would be really amazing.
I would love it. I can't follow Jay anymore. He's so good. But it would be great to bring him up.
What's the dates of it exactly?
Look, he's trying to get out of it. Like I'm an old relative.
28th to Friday, December 30th. 2 shows a night. What are you doing over that?
28th is, we live on the 29th. 28th, Legion of Skanks.
Oh, I thought maybe you'd be like stuck in an airport somewhere. I'll probably be in Minneapolis, St. Paul's.
Where are you going on the 29th?
American Comedy Company in San Diego.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm there for that weekend.
Bringing in the new year there, huh?
That's a cool town. You've been there, right?
That is a cool town. It's too gorgeous for me, though.
Yeah, bring those amazing calves of yours.
No shit.
Calves in that town are like law degrees. Like people look at them like, whoa! Someone put their time in. Whoa! Can I get a table after Dr. Calves over here sits down? Or do you sit down?
Those aren't calves. Those are cows. Now...
It's the most intimidating I've ever been walking out of a comedy club. It was great people watching, but every woman and guy was just amazing looking. It's the first time I ever told because Christine always tells me how she grew up with such issues of body issues and looks issues because of California and how everyone's so gorgeous in California. And I've been to LA 1,000 times to San Fran. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. I guess like there's pretty people, there's average people. Ugly people. I went to where that club happens to be is like the club nightclub district. Yeah. When you walk outside, everyone is like stunning.
Absolutely.
It's a real mind fuck. You go there, there's no point. I told Christine I'll never have to worry. I'll never cheat on her in San Diego. No one will have me. I couldn't fuck a guy if I wanted to.
I was going to say that.
I think you could.
I'll try. I'll get back to you on that. You know what?
Those calves?
With these calves? Yeah. I could probably hold a guy up in the air really good with these calves.
That is definitely the tank. But, there's also there's like a homeless problem down there. Have you been to that one?
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
I performed down there in that area, too.
That's another one where you're like walking down the street and then all of a sudden there's like a tent. And then another tent, and then a tent, and then you're like, I didn't get permission to come in here. Is Negan here? Negan.
Yeah, that's where they're all lining the streets.
Yeah, no, they run that street, and you're like, you need permission to walk down there.
If anyone needs me, I'll be bench pressing Twinks down in the gas lamp district.
To walk down the street, you have to pay a tax, and it's like a can of baby corn, and 2 cigarettes.
The tolls are just things they need. Gloves.
Did you bring any baby wipes? And we're looking at.
Somebody should point out to them that we're not at the dystopian place yet. You know what I mean? Like we're all act
we're
like
not
that.
Far,
yeah.
Let's wait till the bomb struck.
Do you watch any of these shows like Walking Dead or any of that?
I don't watch Walking Dead. I don't have a thing for that. No. I don't know
How
why.
about Westworld? Have you seen that one?
Westworld I was into in a big, big way.
I like Anthony Hopkins. And people say, the beauty of it is, talking about, I think he's phoning it in. But his phoning it in is better than anybody's acting. Like, he has that voice, and it just, lulls you in. Right. He was in that Remains of the Day, right?
Yeah.
That Butler voice, he's just great. He's definitely, of all the English, he's the one that I like the most.
But I'll tell you what, I've never had an English star walk in here that I didn't go, oh, no wonder this motherfucker's a star. Every one of them.
Really?
And American actors come in, I don't know what I'm doing. Right. But the English actors enter this room like they're entering a stage.
Like the classically trained thing?
Yeah, they just come in and they take over and we're all caught up in it. And then when they leave, we feel depressed.
Yeah.
Who are some of the big English actors?
Ralph Fiennes.
Loved him. Keep it going, Chris.
And Jeremy
Irons
he was in
like,
here?
Jeremy Irons came in
downstairs.
And opened the door, and he goes like this, "Run!" And he came walking to me, and I went, I think he's the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
American actors don't have it at all. They're really difficult to talk to.
They make you feel like an ugly teenage girl. You're like, if he likes me, I like him. He loves me. No, he's my favorite actor.
Well, can I throw my reason why? Because you're exactly right. Is that have you seen their chat shows and what they have to go through?
Right.
Where you have to sit in a chair that looks like a hand, and a guy comes out. And he's got a sunflower around his face. I mean, they go crazy over there. So they're probably like, this is like nothing.
This is nothing.
A Graham Norton show. Yeah, it's quirky.
It's like, we're going to tickle you now, but we want you to read the Bible.
And the weird thing is, when you interview them, they just lock into your eyes too. They're fucking they're doing scene work. Yeah.
I didn't know you had so many English.
Oh yeah, that's all I book. I only book English stars. I'm not interested in anyone else.
How about the English actresses? Because they're the ones that are always like, when they play like the scamp or like the gutter matron or whatever. And then they do that. Then they class it up. You know?
You got to call them Dame, though, no matter what their name is. Dame Isla Fisher.
Yeah, it's weird that we don't have that in show business over here, where you become something that you can carry around forever.
Oh, Trump will probably start naming somebody something.
Okay, that would be great if he does. Then I'm glad he won.
Like American Nights? That's what you want?
American Nights.
Sir Dave Attell. That's got a ring to it.
For him.
It's got a ring to it.
Well, you know how like there's always the he's a Kentucky colonel, like that was always like a scary yet kind of like cool thing. Right. I think there really will be that kind of thing.
Ensign Kanye West. I like the ring of that.
I don't know, Ensign. You're going to start in that.
Yeah, I wonder who he will. Like when they give out the what will he give out? I guess the Iron Cross over at the Fatherland.
Yeah, that's so funny if he just falls back into it. You know what? They were onto something over there. We're going to pick it up from here.
I didn't know you had all
He isn't like Michael Caine, like a sir.
Oh, he's the best.
Yeah, he is the best.
Can I take it back? He really is.
Yeah.
And the women like Keira Knightley. Have you ever?
Yeah. They're all bigger and better than us. And then the Australian actors are more macho than us now. Mm-hmm. And then we just fucking pretend that we're doing superheroes. We don't try to do the big movies.
So we always bring them in for like all the like crushed parts. Like where it's like, we need somebody who can really it's like no offense. We need somebody who can.
Somebody who can come in and carry this
fly
shit.
him over from England.
Have you ever seen The Luckiest? Yeah, I always thought it was crazy. The guy, the star of Sons of Anarchy, like
he's English too.
No, he's Australian.
They're all anybody.
You can't understand a word he says normally.
And yet they can all do the accent. Years ago they couldn't.
Amazingly,
they crush it.
The luckiest woman in the world is the woman who's with. You talk about those alpha males, like masculine guys. Hugh Jackman's wife. Yeah, it looks like he's walking around with his like mother's best friend.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
He did the show.
I dare you to say that to his face.
I'll say it right to his guy. He doesn't have real claws.
He did the
Beat him with a surfboard.
Hugh Jackman came in here, and he did the show, but he came in with Sugar Ray Leonard, so I fucking totally ignored him for fucking 20 minutes. We're just talking, but Jackman jumped into it. He was just like, well, who else did you fight? Hagler? We just all hung up into it. And we got a hard out today, right?
Yes, we do.
Hope's coming in. David Tell, so great to see you, my friend.
Thanks for having me, man.
Caroline's, New York City. It's that yearly thing that he does. December 28th to Friday, December 30th. 2 shows, 7:30, 10 p.m. It's the best show in New York all year. Thanks so much, my friend.
Thanks.
Big J, your year, buddy. What do you want to plug?
They said this New Year's Eve weekend, I'll be at American Comedy Company in San Diego with my Cavs. The weekend after that, I'll be in.
And we'll see you all again in 1974. Good evening.